But what's not ridiculous is our guest.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah.
And we can do this
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Hey, I'm messing with it. What's going on, y'all? The boys in
Oh
this mode. The boys
man!
are here. What's going on, vocals?
You got to get his introduction
Hey
in.
What?
It is a privilege. How you doing, my guy?
I'm pretty good, bro. I'm pretty good. How you doing? Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. Y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you just fine. You good. You're good.
Look
I see you got the
it's all
ambiance
good,
going on in the background.
Oh,
Look
man,
here.
you gotta
Well, look here,
keep it
though.
chill, bro.
Well, I gotta give you the energy just like everybody else come on this show. Because I know I introduced us, but I gotta bring this energy back up. So if you just mind, let me just hype you up for a little bit. Let me hype you up for a little bit. Hey, yo!
Yes,
Yo, we got a legend up in here, y'all.
Man.
I know y'all been sitting here waiting on this. I'm waiting on this. When my man told me he was coming, I was like, all right, Mr. Senpai himself, Mr. I'ma take photograph to the type of people that we know and the people that you probably don't know. But at the same time, it's a lot of shit that I don't know. But we gotta give it up to the king. We gotta give it up to the Dawn. We gotta give it up to one of the people who is doing a great job in the anime community. Mr. C. I am Pi. Somebody gotta give him something. Somebody gotta give this man something.
Man,
His flowers, his praise, some money, because y'all really need his photo shoots.
What? Yo. I mean, no. AWA coming up. Y'all know you can come book me. You already know what's going on.
But I guess I'm going to go ahead and start this real quick before we get into the guests like we always do by informing everybody that's been happy enough to join us here. You may notice that this isn't normally where we host this podcast. We're usually on a completely different platform. But we've done that so much, and I will take the L on this, that there are certain requirements that you have to meet to go live over there that I did not quite think about. Because
I'm sorry.
Because I know he has a popping career, and he's popping over here.
Push the button.
He's popping over here, so I just assumed I don't even have to look at what's going on over there. But I realized I don't think he really uses TikTok like that.
I don't, man. It's hard to use TikTok as a photographer, honestly, unless you do like the same content as everybody else, or you trying to make just like teaching people's things. It's like really hard to find like good content over there. So like I post some of the reels and stuff I do.
TikTok is beginning more susceptible to photo posts.
Yeah.
So it should be more up your alley now.
I'm hoping. I'm gonna try to dive into it a little bit more and work on it.
But because I'm a man of my word and I like to deliver what's advertised, absolutely, I came up with the plan B. We're here now. So the podcast is real, in the house, with the GOAT, A-tier photographer. Look at the man even have the ambiance going on in the background because that's just how he likes to keep his presentation up.
Absolutely. You gotta keep the vibe going. Good vibes over here. Always. Y'all know I like purple. It's not my favorite color, but I mess with purple heavy.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Now, one of the downsides of being over here instead of the other place is that here they don't allow me to use background stuff because I had several photos prepared to show you guys of pictures that this man has taken. But you know what? It's fine. Just go click on his page and you can see for yourself.
Absolutely.
And make sure you hit the follow button while you're at it.
As well. As well as the podcast. Absolutely. Everybody's coming through on my side. Pull up on my boys right here. They legends.
So we're going to go ahead and start it like we always do. For anybody that doesn't know who you are, let everybody know who you are and what you do. The floor is yours.
Bet. I am Sham, a.k.a. Senpai.sb. I'm a photographer based out of Atlanta. Love doing cosplay photography as well as other fashion and other stuff. Really just love working with my people and working with the community that help me find a place that I can recognize with. So I'm just here trying to be one of y'all, be one of the boys, be one of the legends. So
You
I
heard
ain't
it.
even hold up. He keep calling me a legend like I done something legendary. What
I
have
mean,
I done that's
I
legendary?
see y'all boys been going ham on the gram, ham on TikTok. Like, I mean, nah, y'all make content for real. That stuff hard, bro. Like, I mean, I take photos, but I know the struggle that making content tough. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, I'm thinking he was talking about the legendary ass that's always surrounds you whenever you go to conventions.
What, me? What you talking about?
Nah, I'm talking about him.
Oh, here. Oh, that's crazy.
All right, wait, hold up, wait a minute. I don't have no. I look no.
What?
Like
No.
7, 8 no's, bro. I don't even know.
I don't have no cheeks on me. They only surround me. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Big difference. Big difference.
Big
I
difference?
am a legend. Look here. I am the king of silence when it comes to people having fun. When they turn up, I be like, silence.
I hear the cap. I don't hear
Bro,
shit but cap. I'm sorry.
Bro, yo, he's a living witness of everything. I literally don't do anything. I literally just be relaxing.
Hold on,
bro.
DreamCon.
I literally do.
Though. I seen you at DreamCon.
Oh, you hear that?
I seen you at DreamCon.
What dancing is different, bro.
Yeah,
saw
that
you.
was different.
Wait, no. I had nobody. No. See, look, I had nobody on me. See, I can say this myself. I had nobody on me on Dream. I did not. I was just regular dancing. That is just different.
Right.
I had no dirty wine. I had no Mr. Steal Your Girl. I had none of that going on.
Look,
I had none of that, bro.
We might wear glasses, but we see everything,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
I'm telling you.
We see it. I see through the couch.
Nah, no cap over here. All I did is just had a cha-cha. If you want to talk about me, he literally had it on him.
Wait.
Like, why are we talking about me? You literally have it on you, bro.
What
Literally,
what are you talking about?
You literally posted on your page. What are we talking about? I'm not even gonna call nobody names, but you literally posted and put it on your live and on your freaking page. She even came by and said hi. Like, this is Friday. This ain't bad, bro. What are we talking about? You literally
a fan of everybody here.
Fit with your hands on the side, waving like it's Dumbo. What do we mean, bro? Dumbo. Like this drum line. Come on, bro.
I gotta check this out.
Come on, bro.
This video. What's going on? What video he talking about?
I don't know why you just assuming that she was just saying hi to me. She said hi to the podcast.
Everybody right there.
Look here. May I say I love Miss Nurse Becky J. We met DreamCon, absolutely. But I'm just saying.
He name dropped.
I did. I'm just gonna say this.
That's crazy.
I'm just gonna say this, Miss Nurse Becky J. I love you. Let's continue.
Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue. All right.
We love
the videos online, so I can't even deny any of this.
Right.
You just out here working with, people that mess with your content. So it makes sense. I mean, y'all content creators, so it makes sense.
Exactly. We all work. We all collab. Right. By the way, I'm gonna have to holler at you about AWA. I think it's finally time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's finally time.
Pull up.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Look. I mean, look. I mean, we're going to do a little something. Me and my boy. He been looking for a little shoot or something.
All right.
I know what's going on.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm
saying, look, a photographer is a cosplayer's best friend. And up to this point, I've had to take all my own pictures. Dang. So, which have been good because I took photography myself, but there's nothing like having somebody there that can share your vision, that has the better equipment, that you can trust, that you've seen their body of work.
It's a sad story. Look, but he ain't lying. Like, it's tough. Like, that's why I love photography. I love working with people. Like, you make a good point. Like, it's tough. You can't do everything, right? Like, you done made the cosplay, you done put it together, you done showed up to the convention, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he right. Like, it's nice to work with somebody. And, like, on my end, it's nice to work with people that feel dedicated enough to pull up. So, it's how you do it. I mean, vocals, you got to pull up too, but I need you to pull up.
Selfie sticks are overrated. That's what we're saying.
No, trust me.
Like, get a real photographer.
Look here. You got me on the 25th all the way to the 1st. Okay. You hear me? We're there for like a good minute, bro. We're there for a hot minute. Trust. We're there for a hot minute.
Although, he is also a big anime fan. Obviously, you got to be a good anime fan to be in the circle that we're in. So I have to ask because you are are a photographer, if there was any anime character that you would love to do a photo shoot of, who would you want to do a photo shoot of?
Right now, like today, right now. Oh, just like a character, just any character.
Any anime character that you would want, you seen that you're like, man, I would love to do a photo shoot of them.
Do a photo shoot of them. Honestly, right now, like can I give like a few? I can't just do one. Dio is crazy.
A couple. You can do a couple. Do a tier list. We can do a top 3. Top 3.
Top three.
Hey, yo, you can't say Dio? Are you insane? Are you insane?
I mean, that photo shoot might go crazy though.
Oh, how you gonna take a picture of a man who stopped in time, bro? That's crazy.
You can't even take a picture.
That's impossible.
He gone. Frame
what?
is gone. Can't even frame that. Look. No, for real though. I think number one probably be Call of the Night, Nazuna. Nazuna from Call of the Night. I really think her character design is really, really cool. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's really dope. Y'all should check it out.
I have not, but I would definitely look it up and check it out right now.
Most def. Number two character that I've seen recently. Any character from it's really good. Honestly, there's a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen characters that people do not cosplay. So I think like just some of the different costumes, you know what I'm saying? Like different characters. Like you don't really you see the Gojos, you see the the Nanamis, you see a lot of the main cast, but you don't really see a lot of the Ghetto. I think I don't know how you say his name, but yeah, you don't really see a lot of them. So I want to see more like Jujutsu Kaisen stuff, especially since Halloween coming up. I want to see some creepy stuff. And the last one is probably who else?
Let's see. Gary said Shanks. You want to do a photo shoot with Shanks?
A photo shoot with Shanks. A photo shoot with Shanks would be dope. I mean, if I had to do a photo shoot with any One Piece character, dead ass, Robin. Oh God, I'm sorry.
A photo shoot of Nico Robin. I see it.
A photo shoot of Nico Robin is hard. Absolutely, bro. What? Best girl hands down on One Piece. On me. On me. I'm sorry. Best girl one. Granted, I'm not caught up. People gonna be like, "What? You can't say that." I don't care, bro.
That's fine.
Over everybody else. Thank you. That's fine.
You know her personality. You know what she looks like. That's all that matters for a photo shoot.
Right. I would say Boa, but I don't know. Boa probably too bougie. She probably wouldn't like anything I took. She seemed the type that if you took pictures of Boa, like honestly, imagine trying to take a picture of Boa. First of all, you're gonna turn to stone. You ain't even gonna enjoy this experience. I don't feel like she's gonna let you get that close.
Wait, who?
I was just about to say Boa might be difficult to work with.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, Boa?
Boa. No photographer is working with Boa. I'm sorry. Number one,
Boa
working with
Hancock.
Boa Hancock, yeah. How you gonna work? You working with Boa? Be real.
You think you'd be able to get through a photo shoot with Boa?
Really be able to handle that. Like not just like be around. I'm saying like really handle the attitude, the whole nine. It's tough. Taking pictures is cool, but you got to work with people, man. It's tough to work with some people.
She would probably be telling him how to do his job.
I'm saying. Thing is, she know better than me just because she cute and whatnot. Like, just chill. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell them, like, let me get the angles right. Let me get it together. She don't want to hear none of that. About time you take 2 pictures, yo, you was not on this earth anymore. You was unalived. 100%. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't say nothing.
I mean, you still got like you thinking something. Something's in that brain right now.
Like, please tell me something different. I don't know what you're gonna say. Maybe if you Luffy cosplay.
Bro, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening to you because I'm just like I know what you mean by that because you feel me when you actually think about actually working with her and stuff and out there on the side.
It'd be tough.
I know. I was like, I'm not disagreeing with all those things. I'm just over here thinking because he was just like, how can you work? And my brain is, how can I work? And every time I'm just thinking, he's
look, I'm
trying to think of a way he could actually make it work.
Like I'm trying to think, and he just
let me know.
It's like a baseball constantly throwing, and I'm just trying to hit the ball, but I'm missing. That's why, it's like I'm really thinking right now. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know this in the festival because Boa only likes Luffy, but I think too deep though. I'm thinking too deep in this. I really am. Because I feel like if we're just talking about just working, like, can we work taking pictures with Boa Hancock? Where the location at, though?
That's a good question.
Bro, if I was taking pictures of Boa, we definitely going to Skypiea, bro. Definitely going to Skypiea.
That's so it's yes, but Bro, that bitch is gonna be hard to get up
That
there
shit-
though. Again,
Bruh.
though.
But think
Again.
about it. Most people ain't even seen Skypea. So
Right.
just the fact you take Boa and she owns Sky, bro. What? What? Yo,
He's talking about it being
Vogue.
a lucrative location to take any
Lucrative
pictures.
location is crazy. I'm talking about we finna be on every magazine in One Piece. She finna have her own wanted picture for just being on that island looking like that. She gonna make that the wanted picture, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man, imagine you being the photographer that takes everybody's pictures for the wanted posters in that universe.
Oh, that'd be dope. Already, bro. First of all, I'm making Chopper's like menacing. This little cute dude needs to be way more menacing. He's too freaking cute. I'm making Sanji's hilarious. I like Sanji's first wanted poster than his rest of them. I'm sorry. Right, maybe it's just me. It could be biased.
Sanji's had some issues with his wanted posters.
A few. And I honestly believe his first one was the best one though. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Going on, Baker.
Boy, that boy.
Hey, yo, Baker. I got my bacon, eggs, and cheese, fam. Bacon, egg, and
Bacon,
cheese.
egg, and
Yeah,
cheese.
bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yo,
Yeah,
We
what?
outside.
We outside.
We outside.
We outside. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Y'all, I don't even know what's going on. This man started naming breakfast foods and shit. I was like, yo, where did bacon, egg, and cheese come from? I'm like, yo, what's going on? Okay.
Yeah,
I know Baker's a huge
we know
fan
what
of
movie
Ninja
he
Turtles.
hasn't seen.
I know that he's a huge fan of Ninja Turtle. That's why I popped the scene.
Yes, he loves Ninja
I
Turtles.
ain't seen it yet, bro. I want to see that so bad. I want to see it. Is it good?
I would
Y'all
say,
think
yeah.
Okay, Ninja Turtle. If I rate that 1 through 10, I give it a 7.5.
Ooh. Okay.
That's
okay.
not saying it's a bad. It is not saying it's a really good. Because I'm thinking of it like as if you're a huge nerd fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you're literally trying to follow the storyline, I don't think this will be for a lot of people. Because people will look at, because I'm thinking of in one nerd aspect, I know how people were deeply involved with TMNT, how much they really love it, because some people want to just deep inside. But they had to think on the other side of this is Seth Rogen we're dealing with. You feel me? You can literally tell Seth Rogen jokes inside of that movie.
Right.
Like, you can literally tell it was literally produced.
Just listen to the dialogue. You can tell Seth Rogen wrote this.
So I was like, so when I saw it and looked at it, I was like, okay, a different plot, different scene. That was pretty fire. My favorite scene is the Backstreet Boys, the Backstreet song, and they all just went to just start ravaging every single spot. That scene was just fire.
I gotta
the animation process. Like I said, the animation was fire and everything. But the storyline, it was just one of those things. It's just like, don't think too much of it. Because I was
that being said, though, Ice Cube killed it.
I was about to say that though. I said Ice Cube did a great job though.
Yo.
But as a mutant, how he was talking and stuff, he was like, oh yeah, now you in trouble now. They call me Fly. Now I'm super fly. I
loved Ice Cube in that movie. He was one of my highlights.
Insane. Ice Cube is in the new Ninja Turtles movie. That sounds good.
I think it was really good. I just feel like if you're looking for something in there, just don't think too deep of this TMNT. This is like this is a newer generation, because you can definitely tell Donnie was talking about anime, Attack on Titan.
I heard
Donnie was a nerd.
Donnie
was a nerd. That is, in this generation, they kind of took it back a little bit to the old school, trying to make it feel like we want to be back on the surface. And that's what I kind of felt. I was like, okay. But it's just a newer generational style. I felt when it's coming from.
I would say it's definitely a 2023 movie. Like, they make a lot of today references, whether it's to music, culture.
They even shout out the
trend.
Donnie just
and then it got put back into the thing. Go Ninja, and then immediately shut it up. I was like, okay.
Now, for me, who was like one of the biggest TMNT fans. Hold on. As you see that on my wall.
Yeah, nice. The OG poster. Mess with that.
Exactly. Which, by the way, that is still my favorite Ninja Turtles movie. That's still my favorite Ninja Turtles movie. But my only real issue with Mutant Mayhem is that I get that they love to take liberties. I don't mind you taking liberties. Like, if you change up a character a little bit, you modernize a character a little bit. But it seems like, considering what the backbone of Ninja Turtles is, which is based in Japan, you know, Hamato Yoshi, Oroku Saki, There is nothing Japanese about this movie. They've completely taken Japanese lore completely out of it, which is the backbone of Ninja Turtles.
Right.
Yep.
That's valid.
Yep.
That's the biggest issue I had. There's nothing Japanese about this movie.
Jackie, just because you had Jackie Chan don't count.
Jackie Chan is not Japanese. He's Chinese.
He's Chinese.
Because you're trying to say you had Jackie Chan don't count, bro.
I think, but I mean, they in the stores in New York, ain't they?
They're in the stores in New York. But the lore of Ninja Turtles is all about the Foot Clan, who's non-existent.
Right.
Yeah.
Valid.
You know.
Could come later in the series. But I mean, I think that was his whole thing, though. I think he wanted to make like the Ninja Turtles like really, really feel like in the culture now. I definitely don't think it was like supposed to be like a global film at all. Like so far as like having big of a reach, that's definitely something made for like,
and that's fine.
Americans.
I'm just saying when the backbone of a franchise is all about that culture, and you take that culture away, it's gonna make OG people feel some kind of way. I still don't hate the movie. I like the movie.
It's kind of like in Dragon Ball Evolution when when the monkey is like the whole antagonist is like, what the fuck is going on here? Like y'all just completely rearranged the whole baseline of Dragon Ball Z. And
we can talk about Dragon Ball GT. Just make Goku as a child for no apparent reason. Just have his entire body worked out.
Dragon Ball GT makes no sense.
Hold on, time out.
Oh yeah, we can't let that go.
I don't think
Dragon Ball GT makes I forgot to say this real quick. Real quick.
That is amazing.
He is really big on the Dragon Ball franchise, so I knew once you said that.
We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because GT is not it. It's not it.
GT isn't bad. I don't think it's great, but it's not bad. It's fun to watch.
It is bad.
You telling me the first time you saw
some good moments in GT. I'm not gonna act like there's not.
The second time we ever saw a Dragon Punch was in GT.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Second time you ever saw a Dragon Punch was in GT with Kid Goku. That was cool. Kid Goku, if you think about it, in the Dragon Ball series was really cooler anyway. Goku was funnier when he was a kid. He did a lot more goofy shit. Like he was a kid, right? So it makes sense. And 3, Super Saiyan 4 hard as fuck, bro. I'm sorry. Super Saiyan 4 alone, you got to give me some points for that. You got to give GT some points for that, just for Super Saiyan 4 alone.
Super Saiyan 4 is one of the best transformations, even though the way he became Super Saiyan 4.
It's kind of lame. It's kind of lame.
Kinda. Let's no.
So where are you putting GT in the line of like, okay, Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super? Where are you putting GT?
Okay, you want to give GT points for Super Saiyan 4, but I have to take points away for Pan.
All right, so let's. All right, and then let's talk about it. They really had Trunks in there for no apparent reason.
Hold on. So you telling me you feel like Trunks was in Dragon Ball Z enough? I feel like Trunks wasn't in Dragon Ball Z.
No. What I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying because I'm on Dragon Ball GT before I even jump on anything else. So I said before we jump on any other franchise, let's talk to the main base right now, the Dragon Ball GT. Let's break everything down. You break down only 2 critical points about this show that you could possibly give points up, and this was I'm not taking away, but still at the end of the day, the way of how every single other villain was set up. Let's talk about it. Dark Shinron
was kind of bad. I give it to you.
And then they were trying to go ahead and try to make another Dragon Ball with another the good side Dragon Ball, another Dragon. I forgot his name, but that's the thing is. They're so bad. I don't even remember their fucking names. That's how terrible that fucking thing is.
The plot of GT.
The plot is so stupid. It's actually insane. And then when you're trying to get a Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 4, and the whole entire time is, the only way you get it is really getting pushed the fucking tail out, and then it gets the fucking Super Saiyan. All right, cool. We'll give you that. The only thing I give you about that is the transformation about that. The transformation about it is absolutely fine. I will give you that. But everything else, it's still not. He didn't get his ass handled in that form. Did he not? Did he not? He got his ass handled, and then that had to say Vegeta had to be. If you could do it, then I could do it. Hold on, bro.
He was not getting his ass handled. There was a point in time
when he had it. He was faking Shenron. It was like, okay, cool. Then it got even more worse.
When he went to Omega Shenron,
fusion.
It was when he went to Omega Shenron that they had to go
defeat the entire thing.
Right.
Meanwhile, you have a Super Saiyan.
Hold on, let him talk, man. Let him talk. He's trying to rebut.
The entire show, who literally has not done anything. And then what
No,
really makes it stupid
no,
is
no, sir. Let him talk.
Okay.
Let him talk.
Okay.
He's trying to rebut. He's trying to
My
rebut.
fault. Go
I
for
get
I
it.
know
what you're
once you
saying.
get going, you're
No,
going. I have to
I'm
reel him in
listening
on
to
something.
everything he's saying. I'm listening to everything he's saying. But no, I'm saying I get what you're saying. But on the other end of that, it was Omega Shenron and regular Shenron. Regular Shenron was not handling Super Saiyan 4 Goku. What?
nuh-uh.
Say something.
They should say
No, no,
hi to
no.
me.
Someone
I would
said
say
hi
hi
to
to
him
Deja.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
My bad. I wasn't paying attention.
Hey,
No, okay.
Deja.
So a regular Shenron was not handling Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's number one. Number two, Omega Shenron. But I'm saying, like, I get what you're saying. The plot of overall, the plot of GT is pretty shit. But the
And
things
then,
that GT
yeah.
gave us as fans, it was a lot of fan service, and I can't be mad about it. There was like, like growing up as a kid, you saw like Super Saiyan 17. You was like, yo, what the fuck? Like Goku's white hair and shit down to his ass. Like,
And
it
then
was
they add
different, right? So like,
Androids. Who fucking asked for Android
what's
17? Who
what's
fucking
wrong with
asked for him to come
Android?
back?
What's wrong
Nobody
with
asked for
Android?
him to come back, bro.
What?
He should have stayed exactly where he was at, bro.
What?
Packed.
What do you mean?
Bro,
Hacked is crazy.
bro,
Hacked is crazy.
I just feel like a lot of
17 and
villains
18
on
are
there just
super
really was
dope.
kind of just unnecessary up there in that aspect. And then the plot of the whole entire thing is it's like
But Baby
Goku
Vegeta,
body is
though,
literally a time war. You go look at Super, and when his body got taken by Zamasu, you would literally hear Vegeta said, "You are not a real Saiyan. You took this body from a hard working. I even hate to admit it, but you took the most powerful body in the entire universe." So that's basically what GT did. You took the
okay,
most powerful body, man, and then
which was right, which was
with the Dragon Ball
right.
back into a normal side, which it was like, okay, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to go
Riz.
to Dragon Ball and try to make it a little bit comedy. Like, I see what you
Okay.
do. I see where they're going. And oh my God, when they added Baby,
What was wrong with Baby? Baby did some cool ass shit.
oh,
How
Baby
he
did
cat?
just pull a common fucking boo. He just took over Vegeta. Like Margie just did with fucking Dragon Ball Z.
That
That's all
shit
he
was
really
pretty
did.
hard. That shit was pretty hard.
That's all he did.
That shit was
That's
pretty
some
hard.
same misconception shit. But then when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, I'll let y'all have it. Because it was a cool little battle,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
still at the same time,
So
it still wasn't like,
we can shit on GT as Dragon Ball
but
fans, but we cannot let other
if I'm
people
putting that on the list, it will definitely be last, bro.
last.
It would definitely be last. Even though
No,
Super has its
Super.
problems,
Thank you.
Super
Thank you.
still has too
Super
many
has
great
a
Super
lot
is
moments
of
on that
not
GT.
perfect.
Especially if you read the manga, Super is illogical as fuck. I don't get
We
it.
do
Honestly, as a
read
Dragon
the
Ball
manga,
Z
by the
fan.
way.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, as a Dragon Ball Z fan, you cannot tell me half of the shit in Super does not make sense. This man Goku literally almost blew up the world.
Goku Black. I give you Goku Black if we go that
It was
out.
weird as fuck.
I give you
I could have did without Goku Black. Honestly, I could have did without Goku Black. The Tournament of Power, how the Tournament of Power came about was kind of lame. It was kind of lame. It didn't even really have to happen. Goku literally could have just let Xenos kill any other planets and been fine. Instead, he was like, "Hey, let's have a world martial arts tournament." Like, it's just Goku being Goku. Like, Super
basically
is just driven off. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Super doesn't even have a real, like, at least Dragon Ball Z, the whole plot was like shit was going on. Goku had a kid. Gohan got taken. Raditz came. Vegeta came. Like, it had levels upon the plot. Super is literally based on Goku wanted to do shit. So
that's kind of how Dragon Ball works.
That's a crazy.
No, but
that's kind of how
Dragon Ball Super was full of a bunch of issues that Goku caused.
That's what I'm saying. Comparatively to think about Z, none of that shit was Goku's fault. Frieza was not Goku's fault. Raditz was not. I mean, Raditz technically was Goku's fault, but not really. Like, ain't nobody tell that man to come through like that. Nothing. Like, Frieza, I mean, Cell, Dr. Gero, I mean, was upset because this little boy was whooping his ass like 10, 20 years ago. That man was mad.
My worst part about Super is just, and we've talked about this so many times, they made Goku dumb as hell.
Oh,
it
like,
so
Goku
sad.
was always clueless. Like in the original Dragon Ball, he was clueless because he'd never been in the outside world.
As a kid, he had like fighting smarts though. Like, he had to outsmart his enemy a lot, like the power pole and shit. He wasn't always stronger than everybody.
But you knew in the outside world he was clueless because he had never seen the outside world anymore. So of course he's gonna look at Bulma with lipstick for the first time and be like, "Bulma, your lips are bleeding." You know, he doesn't know. He's never seen lipstick before. But as an adult, this dude became so dumb. The man thinks one of the weakest dudes that you could ever find is the strongest man in the universe.
I mean, how was he supposed to know that? That was like spirit energy and shit, like universal shit. He couldn't have known that, right? He could have known that.
You think you'd be able to sense that this
I'm
dude
gonna
is
say this.
not strong at
I'm
all?
gonna say this. I ain't gonna say this because I thought about it. Goku always had a power sense level to know the person's true potential because they call him a martial art genius for a reason. Now, literally in Z, every single person Goku since knew exactly the type of power level every time. Give example: Goku going on Namek, he land there, fought everybody, chilling. But when it came to Frieza, they immediately sensed that was Frieza already, just right off the bat. So they kind of knew. They know power levels of sense if it's truly strong. I just feel like
Podcast, what's up? What's going on,
when
bro?
it came in that situation, now they pushed it to the point that on Earth you can hide your power level, so you don't really truly sense how truly that power level was in that freaking saga. So I felt like it was cool, but at the same time, it's just like Goku still knew at the end of the day how strong his opponents is, no matter who they kind of was, because they prolonged that in Z every single time.
Everybody
Even in Dragon Ball,
knew that dude was a weakling, but Goku.
Sense the person's energy before they fight, which is crazy.
Everybody knew that man was a weakling, but Goku. Goku was the only man in the world that knew that dude could fight.
And that made him pretty dumb. What's
It made him very dumb.
Hey man, I'm just saying Z. I mean, Super has a lot of issues. I'm not saying GT is better, but I'm just saying like if we're gonna say
I'm not gonna say Super didn't have his issue. I agree Super has issue. But I will be saying though, Super still had more moments, and I'm still gonna stick to it to this day. Super still had his more iconic moments, and we're still getting more of that to this day because let's talk about it. Dragon Ball is a Super movie. Come on, bro. Let's get to it. Bro, come on. You can't act like that wasn't valid. Super valid. I know. Especially when they introduced Broly, they changed up Broly, changed his monologue, they gave him a purpose, actually why the way he is. So you feel me? Like let's get to the Super, and then we got to the Ultra Instincts part that everybody was so conscious and curious about. When we got that, it was crazy. The only ass I said about it is it's just a common same thing. He got hit by a fucking spirit bomb, and then all the energy went inside of him, and he just became with it. But then people called me wrong, but I literally played the clip of him doing that and looked in the manga. Same thing, but I guess I'm loco here for saying that. But it is what it is.
That's just weird. That's just weird. I'm sorry. Ultra Instinct transformation is a legendary transformation, but how
it's not yet though, because deeper in the manga, it got to the. I guess we talk about it. People talk about Black Frieza. Let's get into it. So it literally got to the part with the more arc that his literally body is a Susanoo, literally. In the more arc, it was a legit Susanoo, even though he pulled the same shit that he constantly do every single time. Because Goku is a monk, I had to keep that in my brain cells. He's basically a fucking monk, because monk always want to forgive people what they sins and stuff what they're doing. But it's kind of weird though, because in Dragon Ball Z, he didn't have that attitude, but Super, he kind of rearranged that attitude back. I don't understand.
Oh, Super Goku, like all of a sudden, like he always appreciated fighting.
Guy, bro.
And
Z, Super did not give it. In Z, Goku was not trying to be friends with Cell. Z was trying to kill this man, like on sight.
Right,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
Was not.
Which was kind of weird on that. Because when it came with more and moral, I'm like, hold on, he shouldn't be thinking like that with that guy. Not with more and more, bro. He shouldn't be thinking about that. That man basically broke out of Impel Down. Like, he basically broke out of Impel Down.
By himself.
What are we talking about? He got out of a galactic prison, bro. And you
super
how OP, and I told him that he's actually one of the most OP characters in the entire Super arc, and I still stand valid to that. Like, bro,
I agree.
He's too much. That's too OP, bro. That's way overpowered. He's so overpowered.
Dragon Ball Super.
I was like, what?
Dragon Ball Super basically justifies everything that everybody used to always say about Goku. Things that we can defend all day long in Dragon Ball Z. When people are like, oh, he's a terrible father, he's this, he's that.
No. There's a video out going viral talking about that when Goku was in court. And we already said this a long time ago. We based something up. But it was based but it was basically a Goku in court, and it basically has Dragon Ball Super on the side on testimony trying to say he was a bad father and all this extra stuff. And me and you know that he's not a bad father, because it makes me fucking mad at people trying to say Goku was a bad father. No, people, Goku's out there saving the fucking world, bro. He's trying to save Earth, bro. What are we talking about?
Bro, what makes
you crazy, bro,
mad is why in Super then they make it seem like Goku never understood what the hell being intimate with a woman is.
I said that, bro, because it's literally a saga arc of him kissing cheeks.
That is why.
He said, "Hey, babe." He said, "Hey, babe."
That is why I said Super justifies everything people say, because you can say Goku is not a bad father. He's not this. He's not a bad husband. Not this, not that. But then Super comes around and he's a bad father, a bad friend, a bad husband. He's a bad everything in Super. Like, this dude literally said when Chi-Chi wanted him to come home, he basically goes, "Man, I really ain't trying to do all of that family thing. I want to go train." Like, he said that out of his own mouth.
Is that clip going viral of Vegeta being like, "I can't go anywhere. Bulma's pregnant." Then Goku's like,
right.
Who gives a fuck? And he's like,
basically,
like, bro, like,
he's trying to tell him, "No, forget that. You need to come with me." And Vegeta's doing the right thing.
But in the beginning of Z, first episode, you got Goku riding on Nimbus with Gohan. Like, bro was trying to be a good dad. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's a very good father in Z.
Master Roshi, taking him to meet grandpops for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to be a good dad, bro. Like,
he was a good dad in Z.
He was. Super, they just shit on him, man, bro.
Super, he's not even a good friend. Like, this dude is just bad to everybody. He don't show up to shit.
No.
Like,
I know he's a bad friend.
He still haven't showed up for shit like that. We still gotta keep the balance, because Snake Way, that man literally ran all the way down there trying to get Nappa to them, and everybody literally got wiped out. Especially the Yamcha, the first one, who was my favorite character, but it was sad how he went. I hated that so much.
I'm not talking about, like, you know, showing up late for fights. We know Goku shows up late for fights, which is why I would never rely on Goku to save me at all. But I will give you this, because even at the end of Z, when Bulma and them were throwing that party, Goku's like, "Nah, I'm going to watch these eggs instead. I ain't trying to go to that party." And when he finally shows up super late, everybody just always goes, "Well, everything's always better when Goku's here. That's just how he is." They enable that shit. That's the problem. That's the problem. Because he do that stuff, and they forgive him way too quickly.
What are you supposed to do? First of all, I agree with you. You said Goku was a terrible friend. Imagine being the only Earthling amongst, like, a superhero, right? Like this, like Superman or some shit. The only Earthling. There's like a universal battle, and Superman's like, "Yeah, come to this universe to come fight." Who the fuck's Krillin is outrageous. This man was a police. He got a wife and kid at the crib. What the fuck I look like going out of the universe and traveling to different dimensions to go fight? Like, bro, you are not a good friend. You are not
a dude that died 3 times.
No, he doesn't. He gives no fucks. Exactly, you're right. A dude that died 3 times. He don't care. He gives no fucks. Obviously, that's insane. But yeah, no.
Like, if I know that, first of all, if I know I've died 3 times, you're not getting me to go out there anywhere. It's like,
I don't know. Well, who do you feel like had the saddest death in Dragon Ball?
Well, none of them stick because of the Dragon Balls, but at the time...
Wait, saddest what?
No, be honest.
Saddest what?
Saddest death. Saddest death. Like somebody dying. Saddest... It's either 1 or 2 for me. Like, I got 2 I can think of. Like, and it's crazy because people are like, "Well, everybody comes back." But I'm like, but Dragon Ball Z does have some sad moments, and so does Dragon Ball.
Well, when you're watching it for the first time, you didn't know that some of these people could come back. So now you do. Now in Dragon Ball, it's like, they can't really kill anybody anymore, because now it's like, what does it mean?
Bro, look.
There's no point in them even doing it now, but at the time...
Okay.
Valid.
Okay. I got one. Because I had to think really deep. Because I'm just like, there's way too many. I was like, Krillin? Nah, I ain't feel sad for Krillin.
That's cool, but
I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But I wasn't like...
Am I the only dude that laughed a little bit?
Like, I was
what time? 3 times?
In Cell, I would say, in Cell Saga, when Android 16 finally had to make Team Gohan, because he was actually the calm one out of all of the 17 and 18. And then all he did was wanted to experience life and all that good stuff. I was like, okay, I
This
kind of
man was playing with birds.
And then it got to the point that when Gohan was like, I don't want to fight, and then I don't want to do all this extra stuff. And then Cell was just like, so you really not going to fight? So you really not going to fight?
Cell, so
all right, you know what? Hey, my baby, just get rid of him. I don't got time for this no more. Like, bro. And then he just had his head on the side and just smashed it. I ain't gonna lie, I really felt bad. I didn't cry, but I did feel really bad.
Bro, eyes was watering. Look, that's a sad scene. Don't get me wrong, that's a sad scene. But Chaozu, the speech Chaozu gives.
I ain't gonna lie.
The speech Chaozu gives to Tien before he dies, bro. And he's the only kid in the show.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm sorry.
You don't know.
Nappa's reaction after that kind of I can't.
No. Let me get it deeper. You don't know how this is not even most saddest to me though. They're making it as a meme on the fucking Dragon Ball Z fighter game, and Tien moveless is literally Chaozu exploding. Dragon Ball Z Rage and Blast, Chaozu exploding. No matter Dragon Ball Z
finishing move,
Budokai, Chaozu exploding. Yeah. Bro, it's no matter what it is, it's Chaozu exploding, bro. That's why I'm like, bro. At this point, Chaozu was a Pokemon to 10, all right?
What?
So
that's crazy. No. Well, I kind of see what you're saying, but I like that. Okay, but tell me, you can't tell me the whole. Okay, Vegeta goes Majin, damn near tries to kill Goku.
Vegeta Majin, I didn't feel bad about. You didn't hold you. Vegeta Majin, I did not.
I fucked with the speech. I'm sorry.
The speech okay, but I was still with Piccolo. I'm like, but still, my nigga, you.
Now, am I gonna see that clown Kakarot in the other world?
What he said, and he was just like, "You want to be honest with you? No, you're finna go straight to hell." Like,
I mean, absolutely. That was legendary. He did his best. He did his fucking best.
Like, and I know. I didn't say. I'm not disrespecting him because, like I said, he rocked the speech and all that shit, but I still didn't feel sad. I was like, okay, real G. I still didn't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, and he redeemed himself when he came back because he did use the wish to wish back all those people he killed at that tournament.
I respect Vegeta more because we said Vegeta has more character development. Is because
absolutely
way more.
Because he went to Planet Namek and he absolutely asked them people to get their planet back on Planet Namek, and he felt bad for the people. That is character development, right?
Yeah, he literally asked them like, "Do y'all?" So it's basically like, y'all still hold it against me that I kind of took out a bunch of Nameks, huh?
Would y'all? Okay, look, I got a question. Would y'all watch a Vegeta coming of age story? Like, I know a lot of people are trying to say that might be the next movie. I'm interested.
Well, there was a fan service YouTube animated like that on
I know
on YouTube. Yeah, it was like the little ponytail Vegeta came around and stuff. It was pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie.
But no, for me though,
the actual Wukong that I expected, because Goku was literally Wukong, but they made him a monk. So I'm just like, which one is he? Is he Son Wukong or is he a monk? Pick one, motherfuckers. Like, you literally gave him every characteristic of Wukong, bro. What we talking about? Because he's a monkey and he's a king. He's facing gods on a Nimbus with a pole on a cloud, facing dragons, facing gods. I'm gonna leave it alone.
But I will say this for my saddest death in Dragon Ball. I know what it would have been, but it ended up not happening.
Okay.
But had Roshi died in that in that tournament of power, I think that would have been sad because Goku was just bawling his eyes out.
That was sad. That was
Roshi.
That would have been. He was able to save it. But I said, hey, had Roshi went, that would have been the saddest.
Because he was an OG though, even though Roshi was fucking bullshit for being in the Tournament of Power. I don't care what nobody say. Roshi is the most bullshit in Tournament of Power person up in there. No. You telling me
how many people in the Tournament of Power got hold, bro?
So
many characters.
All he did is pull cheap tricks to win. That's
all.
No, I was mad.
It wouldn't he just feel like, hey yo, 1-on-1, do.
Man, he's too old for that.
There were some cool characters. One thing I will say about the Tournament of Power, there's actually some cool characters that I still did not get enough screen time because of shit like that. Like Yoshi just kicked them out or something. I'm like, yo, they actually have some cool shit.
Nah,
felt bad.
Shout out to Android 17.
But for me,
Android 17 was kicking ass, taking names. Whole time.
For me personally, when somebody dies, like I said, it ain't just about the death. It's also how you see people react to the death. So That's why I said the later franchise is hard for me because you just know the Dragon Balls can wish them back. But there was a time when you didn't necessarily know that was the case, which is why my saddest ones probably come from the original Dragon Ball franchise.
Oh,
So,
go for it. Go for it. I know where you're going. Go
The
for it.
original, I'm
Oh,
scared.
I
What
know
he about to
exactly
say.
where you're going.
Go ahead.
because there was a couple that happened. There was some where it was like, whatever, like when Roshi went down using the evil containment wave. We kind of knew that was going to happen
Right.
when he went down or whatever. But as much as people want to get on Krillin's second and third death, the first one
The
was like,
first one. You talking about
just
what,
seeing
Vegeta?
how Goku reacted to that.
When? What?
And when he
What?
the first one came after Goku technically lost the TN in the
Oh,
World Martial Arts Tournament.
okay, yeah.
And
Okay,
they
got
went
it.
to
In
eat,
Dragon Ball.
and he left his staff, I think it was something, back at the thing, and Krillin was like, I'll go back and get it for you. And he goes back to go get it for Goku, and Goku, could you just seen, he had this feeling inside of his gut. And he started looking at Krillin as Krillin was going away, and he was just like, it's like he just felt something. And he was there like, Krillin! And he stopped, and Krillin's just like, hey, and he's just laughing, and Goku just, never mind, go ahead. So it's like he just, something inside of him just knew something wasn't right.
Mm.
And then when he got that feeling in, when Krillin went, he had to go there. And that was the first time Goku, as a kid, had to see his best friend gone. And his reaction to, number one, knowing that the guy was really looking for him. The fact that he stole the Dragon Ball off of him. And when he looked at Bulma and was like, Bulma, you still got that Dragon Radar? He's like, I got it right here. Yeet! And took off. Like, look, everybody talks about how Goku never wants to kill anybody now. Dragon Ball Goku was with that shit.
Yeah, no,
He
he
was
was
not going to go look for him. He was not going to look for that man to talk to him.
No. Kid Goku was a savage. I ain't gonna hold you.
He was going to fight. He was going to go catch a body. That's what he was on his way for. That man caught a bunch of bodies against the Red Ribbon Army. Kid Goku did not care.
Oh yeah, no. Especially in the Dragon Ball movie when he's fighting against the Red Ribbon Army is crazy. I don't know if y'all seen that one.
A bunch of bodies are caught. And he don't care. He don't even feel bad about it. In fact, he gets to the end and he tells Android 8, he's like, I got to end this right now. He's the one that's trying to tell Goku, it ain't worth it.
Dragon Ball Goku was catching bodies. I mean, I feel like the whole series, everybody was catching bodies. I feel like nobody was privy to not catching bodies in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball period. Who you think got the honestly?
Well, I mean, Goku now has this moral compass of, I would rather defeat you and then see if I could turn you good than catching a body.
I mean,
like Goku would rather not catch a body.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at the manga's perspective, for sure. If you're looking at the anime perspective, I mean, in Super, you're only getting to Tournament of Power, and I mean, Jiren wasn't a bad guy.
No, he wasn't. He was just trying to protect the universe like everybody else.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. So I mean, I think that's.
I'm talking about how this man, Goku, has this secret insistence that he can turn Frieza one day. You're not turning Frieza.
You know what? No. Honestly, I have a reason why I feel like Goku will never actually kill Frieza. Big reason. It's like I feel like Goku. Okay, the Goku and Frieza matchup is it's his first like grown up real deal villain, right? Like bump Vegeta, bump all that. Like that was all family shit. When you really think about it, the first saga of Dragon Ball Z is really just family shit. Because Raditz, Saiyans, all of that. The second saga, when you get into like Frieza and all that, I feel like that was like it's a lot of coming of age stories for Goku. I mean, like it was the first time he did weighted training. He went Super Saiyan for the first time. His honestly probably one of his most legendary fights is definitely up there. Definitely up there. I mean, he only has like 3 or 4 big ones, but it's definitely up there. And I think lastly, Frieza never follows through with anything. The only thing Frieza ever followed through was destroying Planet Vegeta, and that wasn't even Frieza's call. That was Beerus's.
Frieza followed through with destroying Earth and Super to the point where they literally had to rewind time.
True.
And give Goku a do-over.
That's true. In Super, they did do that. He did do that. But
Goku refused to finish it and just told that dude to leave, and he said, "No, I'm not leaving." In fact, boom.
It's like your longest arch enemy. Like I mean, it's the same reason Batman never kills the Joker. Same.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's like your longest, like Like Goku always knows that there's one evil mofo I can go fight for the hell of it. I can go call Frieza.
Right, but Frieza has shown you that he would destroy a planet. That's why he finally did kill Frieza after they rewound time, because now he finally sunk in his head. If I don't, everyone else here is gonna die. And now it's crazy that it takes that to get him to realize.
I mean, he's just a happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, I can understand it.
And even then, he goes and brings Frieza back. And so they're looking for people with Tournament of Power. You know what? Let's go get Frieza. Like, I'm sure there's somebody else you could have came up with.
And they acted like motherfucking friends. They like jabbing each other. Like, oh, I thought you could take this. Like they're at the end of the day, they're really buddies. I feel like even with the Black Frieza shit, like I don't think Frieza would ever actually. He might. I mean, he's destroyed planets they've been on, but he's never killed Goku for real. I don't think he's really gonna try to like. I think if it came down to it in the moment, I don't think. Just like in the Tournament of Power, Frieza really could have did whatever he wanted to do. But
he could
have. And if we want to be honest, Frieza really the MVP of the Tournament of Power.
Honestly. But Frieza was also promised that to win it for the team, and he would be brought back to life. So he already knew if he killed someone, he'd be eliminated, which could hurt their chances. That's why he wasn't doing it. He knew that his team had to win.
I mean, valid, but I'm just saying, like, honestly, I feel like, I mean, okay, hear me out. Frieza could have waited to the last minute, not killed, but I mean, I guess it depends because whoever won the actual Dragon Balls, right? It wasn't just the universe who won. It was whoever was on the planet.
Promise was that he was going to get brought back to life with the Dragon Balls regardless. So it wouldn't have mattered if he got eliminated so long as his team won. So if you're going to say like when it got down to Jiren, yes, he could have killed Jiren, but I mean, good luck trying to do that. Jiren's freaking powerful.
He's not killing Jiren.
Exactly.
He's not killing Jiren.
So
Frieza is getting smacked around like a ragdoll.
So no,
as he did.
He really had no choice. He couldn't. You know, so instead he was doing. You talking about people doing sneaky and underhanded stuff. Frieza was doing all kind of sneaky shit that entire tournament.
Villain, bro. He's a good villain.
The man even worked with Gohan on an elimination that Gohan wasn't even fully told about. He just said he figured out halfway through. Oh, okay. I don't think he's really trying to do. Okay, this is a plan here.
I ain't gonna hold you. Can I keep it a band with you, bro? Can I keep it 1,000 with you, bro? All right. It's hard for me to really say Frieza is like the top dog in the game because he gets smacked by too many people nowadays, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Broly smacked around, smacked around,
smacking around everyone.
When he was what's the fucking bunny guy? The bunny from the fucking team.
He was too fast, bro.
Doesn't matter where he fight, he got smacked around. Do you want me to give you the actual villain? Do you want me to actually give you the biggest dog? Do you want me to tell you the reason why he wasn't in the Tournament of Power?
No, I mean we know, and I already know. I know what you're gonna say,
bro. Margin Boo, still to this fucking day,
valid.
No. Let's take it back.
There's a reason they have to make sure he wasn't in that tournament.
If we want to talk about villains, bro, we can talk about the guy who was in Z, who literally showed up.
The most
he literally showed up, didn't say no word, just put out the ball, and just evaporated the planet. He didn't say no words.
Boom. He just showed up, said nothing, and just said, bam.
He beat up people so bad, he went up to heaven to redo it.
And was going to destroy that too. If he didn't feel he was going to destroy that too.
That means I bodied you here, and we go back to heaven, and I'm going to rebody you there while I'm still alive. That means if I actually get you, you're non-existent no more. That's even more crazy insane. And then on top of that, he took Kai, who actually was a great role in the Super. Well, then after the fucking fact of everything that Majin Buu was absorbing people, he even done the most disrespectful shit. And Chi-Chi, who was actually top dog for this, and everybody like, Bulma did the God of Destruction. No, bro. Chi-Chi smacked a fucking smacked the oh my god.
No.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
You gotta turn into eggs. You gotta turn into eggs, food, bro, and scramble him, bro. Just nothing. And then after that, he said, you know what? Why stop here? I'm going to do that to everybody else. Chocolate. Like, everybody's getting the treatment, bro.
Boo was
insane.
Don't get me wrong. Boo was insane.
No worse than freaking Piccolo that practically told Boo to go to Earth and take everybody out.
Exactly, but that's my point. That's my point. Out of all of the Savage and Chop Don, Kid Boo actually did things that he said that he not even said.
He didn't really say much.
Kid Boo
He
didn't
didn't
say
even
shit.
say it.
Kid Boo didn't
He
say
just
shit.
did it. He did not care. He did it.
Hold on.
He was
So
so
wait.
scared that the fucking God Kais were afraid of him, which means a god of destruction could be afraid of him. You feel me? Because Boo was finna fight bears in the freaking battle. He didn't care. He was finna run the hands with him after the food. It's like, oh, so we taking foods? We taking foods? Like, you feel me? They had to calm Boo down.
Time out. We are not finna say beers.
Bro, the guys were afraid of Boo.
Boo?
I'm not saying the God of Destruction are afraid of Boo, but what I'm saying is Boo still has the leverage to go crazy on the freaking God of Destruction still to this day. Because he was not crazy. Bro, he was not in the Tournament of Power. He was in the Tournament of Power.
I want to hear what he says.
Too much, bro. Think about it. He made the Kais even say the same equivalent for say strength in Super, which is insane because they still haven't displayed a shoulder because that was a KZ. My man would have got washed, but whatever. Whatever. But still, he still took on the Supreme Kai who create life. That is basically a god up on top. So he has the equivalent of power to face another god, bro. Boo was that he went to planets and went to another universe to do it to that universe, and then said, you know what, I'm gonna do it to another universe, and kept going.
Valid. And I think that's tough, but Boo is not fucking with beers.
Bro,
Boo's not fucking with beers, bro.
We don't know, but I think he can stand toe to toe, bro. I think he can stand toe to toe.
You think Boo's standing toe to toe with Broly?
With Broly?
Yes. And beers don't even want them problems like that. Not too much.
With
Broly, that's the thing.
Maybe.
Broly is a mystery still on Z.
Maybe. That's why I have to say maybe.
Broly
I don't know.
is still a mystery. We don't 100% know.
You also got to think about what the rules. You also got to think about what the rules are because.
Yeah, I have to say because at the end of the day, power levels don't mean shit in Super.
No, not at all.
No, it does not.
They really never meant
because Broly only used. Yeah, think about it. Broly was in his natural 8 form. They was in blue hair. My man was still in basic 8 form, still going crazy, and then was Super Saiyan, and then still bodying them in their God form. That's too much.
Wait, time out. So are we saying that Kid Boo is stronger than Gohan Boo?
Oh, I think so. I'd say, oh
yeah.
So? Yeah. Are we talking about Mystic?
Yeah.
The Mystic Gohan?
Mystic
Almost valid. Because don't forget, in that timeline, Mystic don't handle their power level. It's just not even existing, bro.
But Gohan was.
It was supposed to. No, I agree. Before. Mystic Gohan was quote unquote supposed to be the most powerful thing. But think about it this way: if it wasn't that fucking powerful, how the fuck you got absorbed by Boo? Can't be that powerful. So I don't even know why I didn't even talking about it.
I guess it's valid.
Can't be that. Well, I mean,
he's been strong. Powerful. That's why I say you always got to think about the rules because if we're talking about a fight to the death, then you got to take that consideration. If we're talking about World Martial Arts Tournament rules, you got to think about it in that situation because we saw right before the Tournament of Power, Goku and Boo had an exposition and Boo kind of waxed his ass.
Yeah, and a little bit.
So it's like Boo already pretty much showed Goku you're still not messing with me.
He ain't even in the dark form that's even going, which is even more crazy because you know why Oob is there. Oob is there now.
I want to see
who's untapped potential right now.
Can we get more Oob? Like honestly, can we get him?
We're gonna get to Oob, but right now you're a child. We ain't talking.
Well, I mean,
there is time.
Well, no, actually, not anymore. I don't really consider this much of a spoiler. They have time skipped in the manga.
They did time so it's a possibility that we might see him.
Oob should be a teenager now.
That would be dope. I think it'd be dope if we saw him. We need a Akira Toriyama to go ahead and give some black people some love.
I mean, I think they will because even though they know it's kind of hard because they didn't think it through at the time.
Hey,
I know they want the last episode of Dragon Ball Z to still be canon and tie in. So in order for them to do that, then they'll have to acknowledge the fact that Goku took Oob under his wing. So they're going to have to acknowledge that he's had training from Goku.
It's kind of already weird that he's not around anyway, though, because it's like,
I know.
Where did he go?
But that it only takes like a couple of lines for them to try to fix the continuity. You know how that
A
works.
couple of lines, and this is why Super has that fucking loose ass plot that it does now.
We're gonna see Oob and Oob and Majibu get into one again. We're gonna see the actual canon absorption together.
You think
But
so?
that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're already like destroying their continuity. So I mean, I guess it don't really matter at this point. All they need to do is just re-acknowledge that yes, Oob has had some training with Goku, and the rest of it, whatever. We're already dealing with a situation where we literally saw with our own eyes in Dragon Ball Super that Pan could fly. But if you go read the manga,
Pan
apparently
is
running. All of a sudden, she can't fly.
It's tough. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with the anime and the manga.
Even says that's not fair. I don't know how to fly. I mean, we watch Dragon Ball Super. Yes, you do know how to fly.
Anime and the manga wrong, bro. I don't know.
The continuity, man.
What
But
y'all
everything
watching
has
this season,
continuity
though?
issues, so it is what it is, I guess.
What else y'all watching this season?
What was that?
I said, what else y'all are watching this season? Like, what y'all watching?
This season, well, here's the thing about me. I don't really like this whole idea of waiting a whole week to watch one episode. So a lot of times I like to let them build up, and then I start watching them.
That same way.
Like I let the Jujutsu Kaisen episodes build up, and then I watch them all, and now I'm gonna let them build up some more, and then I'm gonna watch them again.
I ain't gonna lie, I read the manga too much, but my anticipation of Jujutsu Kaisen is crazy. So I just been watching all the episodes that's been going back to back.
I've also been doing with Bleach. I've been letting the episodes build on Bleach again, and then I'm gonna watch them.
I've been on Bleach heavy, but still at the same time, I'm laughing every single time I watch a Bleach episode. You have no idea how funny it is.
No, I'm about
right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm about to go catch up again. I think enough episodes have gone by that I'm gonna take a day and catch up again.
Which episode you know on your mindset?
Me?
I don't remember, but I think I'm only like 7 behind, something like that. I can literally get it done in like an afternoon.
Because we're on 22 right now. 23 dropping this.
Yeah, no, I can literally catch up in an afternoon.
No, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Nah, I've been on my.
That's just how I like to do it. I hate that whole one episode a week thing. I mean, I didn't mind it as a kid because we had no choice. But now that we've been spoiled by like Netflix and all of this stuff, it's like no, I want to see them all now. And seeing one, especially with anime, because anime still has this problem where sometimes they'll have an episode where not much happens, and if you wait a whole week for not much to happen for 22 minutes, and now you got to wait another week. That's gonna piss you off.
I feel like it's part of the charm. That's part of the charm. That's something.
Garrett, I am not gonna hold you. Gear 5 Luffy been released, my guy. You gotta go check that out.
I would say, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Gear 5 Luffy, the anime, in fact, it's over.
We even got the ending of the fight.
Yeah,
it looks
fight's
so
over.
Beautiful. I want it as my background. The freaking land is he just like, I'm done.
I am not caught up on
like 4 years. We've been battling in
Gear 5 Luffy is a worst kept secret, so it's just everybody.
No, I already knew.
The animation, the manga is different, but the animation, we've been fighting on Wano for damn near 4 years, bro. The animation, we've been fighting on Wano for that freaking long. That's crazy.
They've been in Wano a long time.
Crazy.
Wano was like a legit 200
years,
episodes.
People, that's insane. And we
Wano's like a legit 200 episodes.
Now imagine the last arc.
The last arc's gonna be probably about 250.
Bro, they made Wano 4. So you think it, bro?
The last arc's gonna be about 5 at least.
5, maybe 6, but they extending that. They're gonna make sure they gonna get every bit.
I hope the hell not. I ain't gonna hold you. I hope the hell
but
not.
I mean, I don't care if that means we get 5-6 more years of One Piece. I'm with it.
That's insane.
Y'all can talk to me. Look here, Pokemon been in here for 25 years. I ain't trying to
still going.
I ain't trying
they just retired. They just finally retired Ash.
Nobody was looking. I only know a handful of people that has been looking to watch Pokemon from the beginning to the ending. Nobody is looking.
But they're out there though. They exist. We're friends with some.
We had too many guests over here talking about
that love
Pokemon,
their
and then they
Pokemon.
talking about they love it. But then when I say something about it, they get a defensive. But I speak facts here.
Like they can tell you who the Pokemon are, which ones. They can probably name almost all of them. They're out there. They exist.
You got
And
three.
Pokemon
You
went
had
on
damn
for
near
almost
3 or
30
4
years.
Christmas of a damn ass. How dare you, motherfucker? How
And
dare you
Ash's
talk about
journey
us?
just ended this year. Now they're finally on to somebody else after all this time.
Shout out
Hey,
to
man, it be like that.
Butterfree.
It's fucking crazy, yo.
I mean, I don't think newer animes are ever going to go that long ever again. It's really more of an old generation thing. You know, like it's kind of like even how, you know, the big three is a part of the old generation. You got to think One Piece and all of them came out in the 90s. So they're part of the older generation as far as like, we're going to do an episode every week. We're going to have thousands of chapters, thousands of episodes. Like now with the newer animes, they'll do like 12 episode seasons and then they're done for the year. And the reason they got to do that is because their stories really aren't that long. Like,
right, I mean,
if Demon Slayer, if Demon Slayer did the same anime schedule that One Piece does, which is every single week, they'd already be done.
But Demon Slayer is only short because the mangaka got sick and stopped writing the manga, so she ended it quicker than she was supposed to.
Right, but even other like newer big mangas, like I heard that like Spy Family second season starting later this year.
Yeah.
The manga's still going, but from what I heard, the manga is actually already about to be over, like in another year or so, because it's not going to be a long story.
But
and
it's a story
Tokyo Revenger is already done. The manga's over.
It has a lot of volumes, though. Tokyo Revenger has a lot of volumes.
It is, but I'm talking about as far as another anime being on for 20 years. If you want to tell me 6 or 7, yes. I'm saying like Tokyo Revengers was never going to be 20 years. Chainsaw Man, while Chainsaw Man's manga is still ongoing, the actual story, like the story that's planned out in the anime, that's already over. Yeah. They're on to part 2 now. Everything that wraps up with Denji and Makima and Power and all of them, the Gun Devil, all of that, that's over already. And then they're on to a whole new story. Yeah, I am reading the Chainsaw Man manga.
Yeah, I haven't started the second part, but I heard it's good.
You finished part 1?
Yeah, part 1 was pretty good.
And there was some moments in part 1 that made me feel some type of way.
In a good way or bad way?
I'll just say this because we don't want to spoil anything for people that hadn't read the manga. Denji being told to open a door.
It's crazy.
And then something happening.
Yeah, no. That was kind of nuts.
You know what I'm talking about.
That one scene.
Like that. I said, what? Just okay.
I think a big reason. So I think it's hard to create stories that are that complex. I think that's a big reason why mangas and anime aren't as long as they used to be. I think it's just really. I think so many things have come out, and it's hard to I think Oda really, because when you think about pirates, right? You think instantly of One Piece, anime. I can't really think of another anime or manga that's pirate heavy. This man got the mustache on. It's crazy.
No. It's also a new generation attention span thing, because if you notice, it's usually when people talk about how One Piece is too long, it's mostly the newer generation because people don't like to sit through things that long. Most people now, when they say they pick animes, they go, "I want a nice anime that's only about 3 or 4 seasons long," and because if it's longer than that, they're like, "Nah, I don't really want to get into that." And now you got this attention span of everybody's so much content is out there now, and so much good stuff is out.
3 or 4 good seasons than it is to make 17 great seasons. I feel like even in One Piece, there's even as a One Piece fan, there are definitely seasons that you're like, nah, that wasn't my favorite arc. Some people hate Whole Cake, some people hate this arc, that arc. One Piece has its ups and downs because it's so long, so you can nitpick a lot of things. I think it's a nicety to have a concise, clean story. Maybe 100, 120 episodes of something.
But it's also not just with anime. It's also with everything. It's even with sitcoms and stuff. Back in the day, you see sitcoms go 12 seasons, 13 seasons. They don't go that long anymore. Nobody wants to do anything for a long time like they used to.
Usually that's shit sucks after a while. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
Yeah,
it's hard to.
quality normally goes down after about the 6th season of most sitcoms.
That's what
And
I'm
I think
saying.
now the people are like, we might as well just wrap the story up now. Well, here's another thing that also plays into it. Because if you go back and look at, and I'm a huge sitcom head, you know, and I'm also a lot older than people think. I'm a big sitcom head. If you go back and talk to a lot of creators of shows that went on for like 9 seasons, 10 seasons, a lot of them will even tell you they wanted to end it around like 5 or 6. But then that's back when the networks had more control over your shows, and they will come to you and be like, no, we're not ending it now. You're going to keep going because we're still making money.
Right.
And they got to go, well, I guess we got to keep trying to create something.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I that's true, that's valid, but I think, I mean, I don't know, I don't think shows need that many seasons. I think the whole allure.
I'm talking about networks, because networks like money.
I mean, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a
You gotta listen
reason
to
that
the
it's been
artists.
like,
Yo, listen to
you know,
the
there's a
artists.
reason SpongeBob's freaking still on the air, because Nickelodeon won't let it go.
I mean, kids.
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
I mean, shit. Hey man, I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes you gotta bust open that SpongeBob. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit is just like mindless good TV.
SpongeBob was mindless good TV years ago.
1 through 3 till we touch 4 and beyond.
SpongeBob is unwatchable now. It's like to anybody over the age of 5.
Anybody over the age of 5. Are we gatekeeping SpongeBob? That's crazy.
Wait, gatekeeping. Wait,
SpongeBob. I didn't say SpongeBob as a whole was horrible. I said the newer episodes of SpongeBob are not very good. It's like you even said out of your own mouth.
Look here.
Something goes on for a long amount of time, the quality goes down. SpongeBob's quality went down years ago.
I'm killing this right now. Name me 3 quotes that is not from season 1 through 3.
I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. But look, I mean, that's valid.
Now you know some quotes from season 1 because all you gotta do is a Krusty Krab pizza. Those are season 1 through 3 stuff like that. Those are the quotes.
What else?
The first 5 years of SpongeBob, the first 5 years of SpongeBob are like some of the best. Like, it's just some of the best animation that was pretty much ever created. Like the first 5 years were like almost
and they
flawless.
were not afraid to put adult jokes on there as well. So it was like
the original showrunner left the show after the first movie.
Right, of course. After when the movie that it was over.
Which is why it's going to be interesting to see how this new season of Rick and Morty is going to go, because obviously the co-creator is not there anymore.
Exactly.
And he had nothing to do. He did not co-write this coming up season.
Is it just me or Rick and Morty is also like slowly making a decline?
Well, it was probably slowly making one anyways, but now we got a whole season about to come out where the co-creator had nothing to do with it because he got kicked off the show.
I mean, that's valid. I just think there's so many shows that have like, I guess they made so many like spin-off shows with the same animation and shit. It just feels like repeated to me a little bit.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. People will have their eyes on this new season just because people are going to want to see what it's like now that the main writer isn't writing the episodes anymore. We already got the trailer, so now we hear what the new Rick and Morty voices sound like, because obviously the co-creator did the voice of Rick and Morty, but he's not on the show anymore. So he got kicked off due to scandals. So now they got a new person doing Rick and Morty's voices, and I mean, they sound fine, I guess. You know, for we didn't have a choice. We had to find someone new to do it. They're fine. Like, I watched the trailer. There were some moments where I'm like, this Rick sounds pretty good. And then there were other moments where it was just kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see.
That's valid. Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. We'll see. Because
that's all we can do is see at this point. Honestly, once he was no longer going to be a part of the show, I would have just canceled it.
But Drake said, money. I got high hopes for you, nigga. We gonna see.
Money. Networks don't like to cancel stuff that's making the money. So even if they should.
Yeah, that's valid. That's like the last season of Boondocks. It's awful.
Well, the biggest problem with Boondocks was they ended Boondocks and then they brought it back without one of the main people that helped write Boondocks. And without them, it was like you could tell, like, a lot of the controversial stuff that they used to do, like, where they used to go there and not be afraid to go there and stuff. It was just like, I don't know if it's because the network told them to reel that back or they didn't have that main creator anymore, but it just wasn't the same.
mean, yeah, it probably just wasn't the same. I mean, they had I don't know. I think the Boondocks just fell off. I mean, but I agreed with the creator. The reason he didn't want to do another season is because he said like there was no reason to make one. Like the Boondocks did what it needed to do in society. It was funny.
Exactly.
It was a hood classic, and that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's
Like
why I
once
keep
something
going back to
becomes a hood
networks.
classic, you really
Networks need
don't
to
have to
leave
like.
stuff alone. Networks need to leave stuff alone and just let them live. Like if you want to relive a show, just go pop in the reruns. They're still
I mean,
there.
you gotta. I mean, it's not all on the networks. I mean, creators and creatives gotta fight for their rights too. I mean, there's
Oh,
a
it's
lot
a
of shows.
trend now. Everybody's rebooting everything.
Yeah,
And then they were about to bring Boondocks back again.
yeah. And then R.I.P. Granddad.
That's the only reason they canceled it.
Yeah.
But they were finna bring it back
I
again.
mean, I'm not all mad at all reboots. I mean, they got this Scott Pilgrim reboot that's coming out on Netflix. It's gonna be super cool. It looks like.
Not all reboots are bad, but just because some are good doesn't mean everybody needs to do one.
Yeah, no. Solid.
Because there are trends, and there's always going to be trends. And when somebody sees something making money, whether the quality is good or not, if some people see something making money, it makes other companies go, well, what other franchises do we have that we can knock the dust off of and bring back? So now, basically, every show that we grew up with in like the 90s all have reboots now, like all of them. And the ones that don't, they're talking about doing it. Freaking Family Matters said they're still considering a reboot.
Lord, insane. I hope the hell not. Saying Carl is gone. Carl isn't here. How you gonna reboot Family Matters without Carl? That's like
no, he's still around. No, he's still alive.
One of them, somebody in that cast passed. I'm almost like
no.
Sure.
The only one that's gone was Myra.
Oh, really?
Yes. In fact, she died like a year after it originally went off the air in the early 2000s. Like, if you go look at the 9th season of Family Matters, you could even tell then she did not look healthy. Like, her arms were like this big around.
Damn. I gotta go back and watch that. That's crazy. No,
I grew up on Family Matters. Like, I loved Family Matters growing up. It's not a show that holds up as well now when I go back and look at it. I mean, I still can watch it and enjoy it, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot more then. Sometimes you look back at some things and you go, this wasn't quite as good as I remembered it.
There's a lot of things I go back and watch and be like, this shit was actually pretty bad. Like, yo, tell me I'm not the only one that watched like a whole bunch of like, I don't know, like the original Spy Kids. You thought they were great, really bad actually, like really bad. Shark Boy and Lava Girl was pretty shitty.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl I thought was bad back then.
No, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that shit was heat. Boy, dream. Well, I was thinking the soundtrack was hard as fuck. Boy, what? I'm trying to tell you, the soundtrack was killing, yo. I'm saying, like, no, I thought it was tough when I was a kid and then grew up. Like,
I mean, obviously, when we're kids, our brains work differently, too, because, you got to think, like when we're 4 years old, right? We watch shows on, like, Nick Jr. and PBS where everybody's talking to you like this. And, now you go back and you look at that and you're like, we really sat down and that grabbed us?
Hold on. I don't care what you're talking about. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't like the way how you... Wait a minute. Nah. I don't care. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. The big comfy couch, bro. If you're telling me that's not heat, you're crazy. I
religiously watched Big Comfy Couch as a kid.
Bro, I did. I'm still reach right now. Like,
and
I
as a person,
right now, I would.
And as a person who still has a child's mind at heart, I actually can go back and watch Big Comfy Couch and it still holds up for me because I can go back to that place when I was younger. Like, there are some things that you just got to understand where you go, this show is for 5-year-olds. So it's like some of the jokes and things they make is like, okay, I understand that those are not for my target audience anymore because I'm older now. So obviously, so when you see kid shows, they're doing all the fart jokes and stuff, 5-year-olds love fart jokes. But when you're an adult, you're just like, more fart jokes, really? But kids love them. Kids love them.
Maybe I'm so
I remember being in kindergarten and kids just randomly farting in class, and they just thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Like, look here, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just looking back at what y'all saying. I'm just like, maybe I'm just childish as hell because I love every single moment of those.
Hey, man.
I may be still childish, especially when I go back and look at Zaboomafoo. Oh my gosh, and Dragon Tail. Oh yes. Oh
Dragon Tales is goated.
yes.
Dragon Tales is goated.
Absolutely.
Well, to be fair,
And
I haven't
between the
seen Dragon
lions
Tales in a very long time.
and
In
the
fact, I
leopard,
probably hadn't seen an
the
episode of
big
Dragon
red
Tales since I was
dog.
like
Oh
13.
God. I was in Ronald the Magic's cool, but I'm thinking shows now. Let me think about people who's talked to me like this.
Y'all didn't have Backyardigans though. Y'all was missing out. Y'all was missing out on peak.
Bro, they had George Shrinks. Yeah, George Shrinks. They had the Henry really small. George Shrinks.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. This is probably one of the best examples that I can give. And I'm not even saying I personally feel this way. This is just more of a popular thing when you think about kids who watched it when they were little and now what they're saying when they're an adult. When we were little, Dora the Explorer was like one of the biggest cartoons on all of television.
I ain't gonna lie.
But now as adults, you find Dora on a bunch of lists of most annoying characters.
Look here. I had Dora the Explorer, but when I looked at it, I moved into Disney because I had Little Einstein, and then I shift over to Backyardigans. Like,
that's why I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying.
Era, bro. It was that musical era, boy. They was whipping that shit up. You was in your cereal in the morning like that.
Bro, I was going to school with your friends, the Backyardigans. Bro, I was that, bro. I was. We got the whole wide world in our yard to explore. Now it's time for us to have a snack. Meet you next time with joy with your friends, the Backyardigans. All right, guys, bye.
You gotta understand though, sir. He's gotta understand though. My shows as a kid were slightly different from y'all shows as a kid because, like I said, I'm a little older. I never indulged fully. I never indulged fully until my age, but these days I am willing to admit there's a three in front of my age. So I'm a little bit older, and so. While you grew up on like Backyardigans and things like that, I grew up on like Big Comfy Couch and Pee Wee's Playhouse and, stuff like that.
Hip Hop Harry.
I was there too.
Hip Hop Harry.
Hip Hop Harry. I was a little bit older when Hip Hop Harry came out, but I remember that.
Boy,
we had Barry the Big Blue House. We was jamming over there, bro. Especially when the Moon came out. Me and the Moon was jamming. Me and the Moon was jamming every time. And then when it was ready for the get in the morning, because it was just like I knew that day was over. Because look, this is how I knew my morning routine was going when it came with Disney. It was like at nighttime it was over. I had Lilo and Stitch and Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. So Lilo and Stitch was the last show before Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Then
that's how you knew you was up late as fuck.
No, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers used to come on at like 2:00 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You was up late as fuck because Brandy and Mr. Whiskers come on like 3, 4 a.m.
Bro, I had to watch my Inuyashas, bro. I gotta watch it.
When Brandy and Mr. Whiskers went off, you could switch to Cartoon Network and Inuyasha would be on.
Like, come on.
That shit was hitting. That good
yes, shit bro. I was like, nah, I gotta catch up with my Inuyasha real quick. Let me go ahead and catch up with their recording. Then when that get done, I'll be like, Mr. Whiskers. Like, I went over there and Dave the Barbarian. Oh, God. My fault. Dave the Barbarian, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, then Lilo and Stitch. My fault. Let me correct myself.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
The Lilo and Stitch show was not that great to me. I like the movies.
Really?
I thought the movies were better. Bro. I thought the movies were just better.
I rock with this tough, bro.
The first movie actually sends like a really good message. Like a lot of people don't seem to realize when they're looking at how entertaining the movie is, which it is. But just the story of just like, custody and
he said, who was this alien?
It's really fucked up.
Just threw the fucking bottle at him.
And when you realize that those guys, like at the end of the day, there aren't really many real villains in that movie because they're just doing their job. And it's just like it's a real message in Lilo.
It's kind of fucked up. No, it's kind of fucked. There's a lot of Disney
and you can even see it in their even in their faces when they try to come get Stitch. Like you could tell they almost don't want to do it. It's like we're just doing our jobs.
Hey man, Mr. Bubbles was funny looking. Why he had a fat ass head? Tell me I'm lying. Why they drew that man like that? Ain't nobody else in that damn universe was looking like that. Mr. Bubbles, big dark, looking like Buffy the White Man style. Like, bro, come on. Big black motherfucker with the shade, bro. Forehead about this goddamn, bro. Come on. Bro, come on. Why they drew him like that? That was my only gripe with that movie. I think it's too, but and then he trying to take the little girl, bro. That was fucked up. They should have made he should have looked more friendly, bro. That shit was kind of fucked up. And the alien, it was given just almost kind of fucked up. And it's not that. Okay, so fun fact about Lilo and Stitch. Y'all remember the very opening scene when like Stitch crashes his plane into the trees and shit. So apparently the original scene was Stitch crashing into a city, actually. But this was like, apparently Lilo and Stitch came out like a month after 9/11. So they didn't drop the movie with that scene because they thought it was going to be like very sensitive. I thought that was very interesting. But if you have some of like the
that was gonna have Stitch. Hey, they're gonna
Well, I
have
mean,
Stitch reputable.
they have to change some stuff anyway.
Even have Stitch out there looking like Scarface.
That would have been fun.
Well, even after the movie came out, they've now had to go. If you go watch Lilo and Stitch on Disney Plus, you'll notice that they've edited some of the movie.
Yeah, some of the Disney Plus is notorious for having different. Like,
oh yeah, especially the three caballeros.
They had to do that. That's different.
Oh
That's different for a different reason. And you know why they had to do that.
In the updated version, I was like,
no, you know they had to do that though. They had to do that. Here's the thing that people need to remember. Here's the thing people need to remember about Disney between the 1950s and the 1980s. They were racist as hell. So they had to.
It was not for us.
They had to edit a lot of that stuff. But with Lilo and Stitch, it's more of a newer generations. They feel like kids are more impressionable these days. So the scene where Lilo gets like in the dryer, and they're like,
yeah, kids will like go into the dryer and shit now.
Right. So they edited it to no longer look like a dryer, like and then that looks like a pizza box cover over a box.
Sounds insane. I don't watch enough Disney to remember. But
yeah, so basically it's not a dryer anymore. They edited it.
I just like seeing all the like fucked up shit that be in Disney because it seems so sweet on the inside, but it's like actually very morbid.
And Disney is still my favorite. I watch Disney. I'm a Disney kid. I'm a Disney nerd. I'm a Disney detective. I'm a Disney everything. I do care. There's a lot of stuff wrong with Disney, but I grew up on Disney. Like I said, when I was a kid, I grew up on the Disney afternoon. When I came home from school, that's when Darkwing Duck was on. That's when Rescue Rangers was on. That's when Tailspin was on. That's when Goof Troop was on. That's when Gummy Bears was on. That's when Gargoyles was on. That was when that stuff was on TV.
Gargoyles. I fuck with Gargoyles. Gargoyles is good.
Like a hurricane in the
man, his mustache still chilling.
The mustache is crazy, yo.
It fits.
Bro, when I saw this mustache filter, I'm not letting this go. I don't care. More vulnerable. Y'all know the meme I'm talking about.
But I will say this though.
Luigi.
Since we have been reminiscing, and rightfully so, about cartoons that we liked back in the day, this man, per the list that he gave me, is really big into Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that's interesting. Nobody really came by and talk about Scooby-Doo. All right.
What hold on. I will say there are some pretty rough renditions of Scooby-Doo, but I enjoy Scooby-Doo as a whole, bro. What Scooby-Doo was my motherfucking dog, yo? What you mean? Motherfucking Scooby-Doo, and then we had Scrappy on that job. What you mean, yo? Then you had
the man is bigging up Scrappy. You don't see that often.
Bro, Scrappy was the motherfucking... Bro, Scrappy was that, like, younger cousin you hated but always got into some shit. And he had that, like, happy-go-lucky energy about him. Scrappy was just that guy. Scrappy was just that guy, bro. Scrappy, Scoob, Shaggy.
So I got a question for you then. Out of all of the Scooby-Doo sagas then, all of the franchise in general, what is your go-to Scooby-Doo?
Before you answer that, that's funny that you asked that, because that was actually on the docket, and that was exactly what I was about to ask him.
That's legendary. Okay, so it's the It's not the newest rendition of Scooby-Doo. It's kind of like it's not the very, very first, but it's I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's the one where it's like really spooky in the beginning. It's like the tower and the bats come out.
Is it original Scooby-Doo?
I
Because
think
the
it might
original
be the
Scooby-Doo does that.
original.
No, no,
Because
that's how Scooby-Doo Where Are You starts. Yeah, that's the first one. That's the original.
Yes, that was my. I've just seen. I mean, so I used to have that shit on cassette tape, bro. That was my favorite. Scooby-Doo was the first time I realized I liked horror shit, bro. Like as a kid, I couldn't take scary movies. Scooby-Doo was scary enough. Like that episode with the clown, bro was a menace. The red, fuck it. That nigga's scary, bro. That nigga is scary. Fuck it. Fuck making motherfuckers float. Fuck all that. The clown from Scooby-Doo is menacing. There's just it was just the way it was animated. It was super dark, super gritty. I just fucked with it, yeah.
But look, I am actually really, really big into Scooby-Doo too. Like there was a time in my life where Scooby-Doo, because there was a time where Cartoon Network used to just play Scooby-Doo all the time. And it didn't matter what scene in Scooby-Doo Where Are You that was on TV. I knew what episode it was. I knew what monster it was. I knew who the monster was going to be. Like, I watched Scooby-Doo Where Are You all the time, along with the Scooby-Doo show, along with Scooby and Scrappy, the New Adventures of Scooby and Scrappy, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and then, of course, my personal favorite, a pup named Scooby-Doo. That'll always be my number one. Yeah. And, and even on in the What's New Scooby-Doo, I thought was probably have the best theme song.
Yeah.
And then
the rock theme song was hard.
What's New Scooby-Doo coming after you?
They're
gonna solve that mystery.
Yeah. And that's when they had the new animation. Like it was like that, like later 2000s animation. Like it was tough.
There was the movie. That time they did the movie Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That was really good.
I actually Scooby-Doo. What is it? The Incredible Inc. 2, I think. Whatever it is, the Scooby-Doo 2, whatever it is. It's like incorporated.
Mysteries Incorporated?
Yeah, the second one, though, like the live action. Still to this
the Scooby-Doo live action movies.
The live action movies are goated.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody say, bro. The original and the second one are goated. I don't care what anybody say.
You talking about the first one, I'll give you that. The second one was just no for me.
What?
I meant the one where Scooby and Shaggy are actually trying to act like the world's greatest detectives because they really want to prove their point.
They wanted to be detectives? Like, that's crazy.
We're the greatest detectives. Yeah. We're the greatest detectives.
Nah, bro.
Was
number one is going to top, bro. I'm sorry.
Number one's great.
Let me tell you, look at number one of Scooby-Doo was just too iconic of the too many scenes, bro. Let's break it down to number one. They had to bring out one of the most controversial people that really people love but hated at the same time. Scrappy motherfucking Doo. They brought him back in it. When they brought him back in it, especially as the villain, and made a funny adult joke with his like, oh, don't show me the toasted. With the boys like, let me at him.
Well, they use Scrappy as a punching bag now because he is considered one of the most hated characters in like cartoon history, which is funny because at the time, Scrappy-Doo was actually very popular. But people turned on Scrappy because Scrappy became so popular that the writers of Scooby-Doo started phasing out the other characters and started focusing all their storylines on Scrappy. Because if you go back and look at the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show, when it first starts, it's just like Scooby-Doo Where Are You, but with Scrappy-Doo added. But then as it went on, they obviously, all of a sudden, eventually, you saw no more Fred, no more Velma, no more Daphne. Now all the episodes are just Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy. And then they would do shorts that even took Scooby and Shaggy out of them. They would just be Scrappy with a new dog, Uncle Yabba. And it was like, okay, y'all are giving us too much Scrappy now, and that's why people started turning on Scrappy.
All right. So that's what I was saying before this man gave you a history lesson on Scrappy-Doo. What I was saying was...
Hey, I was saying anything when you go on for 20 minutes.
What I was saying was, back to the point of the thing, what I said was, because we was on that Scooby-Doo 1 and Scooby-Doo 2. I'm saying Scooby-Doo 1 because, like I said, they brought Scrappy-Doo back into the scene. Number 2, they brought the freaking Outcast of the soundtrack. Come on, bro. Let's get to the if it's something there, if walking, there always something going on. And like they had that going on. And then they actually made it very different that you actually had a real iteration, especially when it came to some of the dojos, especially when it came to the Velma. And then we even got the freaking the dance scenes and it was just too crazy how they acted. And then what's even more iconic was the whole thing was each of them just split because each one of them had their own personal feelings of more. It was like that one had kind of like more of a story plot than it was. And then you had Scooby-Doo and Shaggy arguing with each other, and it became really more of a more plot and more problematic than it came to me than the second one, because the second one just more of like I said, blaming on Shaggy and Scooby, even though Shaggy and Scoob are literally the people that always catches the guy, even though the plan always goes terribly wrong. But at the end of the day, they always the main two that always catches the villains at the end of the day. So it's kind of
by accident, but albeit they do catch them.
That's what I'm saying.
At
But
the
we
end
got
of the
some
day,
real
no matter how you look at it.
We got some real development in that second movie. Like Scooby and Shaggy couldn't be like, they were trying not to be the knuckleheads of the group. Like it was low key their coming of age story to being like,
but that's what
like,
they
you don't
are.
want to keep being the
You're
butt
taking
end.
away something that what they're supposed to be.
What? Why can't they be more than the butt end of the joke?
Well, I mean,
they're not
but when you get into it, it wasn't even necessarily
like they don't do nothing right. Even though every single time, last time I checked on the first one, these motherfuckers saved your life with the souls. Literally, their souls was inside of the bowl. Shaggy came up there, got each and every last one of them out, and knocked them right back into their body.
Yeah.
If they were truly
fucking,
they saved the day a lot, but they also put them in a lot of situations a lot.
I mean,
and the crew wasn't even necessarily like saying we don't want Scooby and Shaggy around. They were just saying their normal stuff. Like, I knew I was supposed to check behind Scooby and Shaggy when they do this. We know we're always supposed to do that. It wasn't like, oh, we're getting sick and tired of Scooby and Shaggy being on our group. It was we know how they are. We know we're supposed to check behind them. We didn't do that. That's why we lost this as a team. Scooby and Shaggy looked at that as, we want to start carrying our weight more. So then they started trying to face their fears more, going to like that ghost bar and going to all of that. But then Velma told them at the end when they were like, I want to be more like you. And she was like, actually, I want to be more like y'all.
Because they're the one doing most of the dirty work every fucking time.
That's why
every single time.
Movie, bro. That's why the movie is so good.
It's every
you were literally
single time
why the movie's so good. No, absolutely. No, but Scooby-Doo is dope. I love the live actions. I like the oldest one. Well,
let me ask you this. Since it seems like you're really big on Scooby-Doo, there was a trio of Scooby-Doo movies that came out during their 70s, 80s heyday. And I want to see if you've seen any of them. They basically called them the Scooby, Scrappy trio movies. The weird thing about these movies was that Shaggy wore a red shirt instead of his green one.
I know one of them right now. Is it one of them is the Gold School?
Yes, that's one of the three. That's one of the three.
You said the red shirt. I knew off rip. Ah, shit.
Yeah,
what was the one with
the Gold School? That was Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, which is my favorite of the three. My favorite of the three, by the way, because number one, first of all, they gave Shaggy a girlfriend, so it was like good for them there. And number two, Dracula. Dracula was that dude. Dracula was that dude in that movie. I loved him.
He was tough. I thought the Gold School one was pretty tough too.
I liked it too. The weakest one of the three for me was probably the third one, which was the Boo Brothers, because the Boo Brothers were basically a Three Stooges knockoff. Yes. I didn't hate it,
but it wasn't bad because it was. I like when Scooby-Doo actually gets scary. The thing I don't like about the one you said, the werewolf one, I never was actually even as a kid, like I was just never actually like scared of anything in the movie. It just seemed like super fun. The Ghoul School one actually had some scary moments, some creepy shit was going on, and you didn't really know what to expect. And then that one, like he's the Three Stooges,
Boo Brothers.
The Boo Brothers, yeah, the Boo Brothers, and the soundtrack. The soundtrack was hard as fuck on the Boo Brothers, yo. I actually like that one, bro. I had all those on like cassette. I
watched all three of them. They used to come on all the time.
We can always agree on this about Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo will forever have the greatest soundtracks the chase scenes will always forever have the greatest soundtracks. We can all agree on that.
What I'm saying.
There's no, every time there's a chase scenes, the soundtracks of them getting chased, in a minute you just.
Every time. And it's always something different.
Especially Zombie Island. The Rock Zombie Island is probably
your
life. I was like, yes. As a kid, bro, I was into that, bro.
Scooby-Doo, bro.
Bro.
Scooby-Doo.
Zombieland soundtracks was just the one. Very top tier to me.
That's what I said. But no, they always, all of them, pup named Scooby
I
Doo.
was
You
about
know,
to
they always
say,
got their background music.
but before we even
Scooby
get a
Doo,
chase,
Doo.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
before we even get a chase scene, we even get like just a straight Bob Cordette every time we even get to a freaking tub. It was every single time.
Every time.
But the intro for me will forever be the one for me, because I know we got What's New Scooby Doo, but forever pup name is gonna stay there. There's no change to that in my heart. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, that's valid. That's valid. Ghost is here. What the hell is he saying?
And then there was don't forget, because they're actually still popular to this day. I forget the name of the movie.
Not too many.
It came out after Zombie Island.
Was it Cyber Chase? Was it Cyber?
Cyber Chase.
No, it's
Cyber Chase
no.
was a good one.
Cyber Chase was a pretty good one too.
Yeah.
It's the one with the Hex Girls.
That one's a favorite. That one, the one with the Hex Girls and the zombie one, are neck and neck for me. Cause the fucking soundtrack, the Hex Girls soundtrack was
You
hard.
see that? Go to conventions. You still see people cosplaying the Hex Girls.
Shout out to the Hex Girls cosplayers. We love those. We love.
Yeah, when I went to a TyCon up here, I did the lip sync competition. 3 girls actually did their lip sync performance of the Hex Girls song, cosplaying the Hex Girls.
That's dope.
And they got second place.
Was it Scooby Doo and the Witch Ghost?
The Witch Ghost. Damn, haven't I seen that one?
Is that the name of it?
Scooby Doo and the Witch Ghost? Or Scooby Doo and Scoob Tuber? Nah, that one.
If that's the one with the Hex Girls in it,
the one with the Hex Girls I see is Scooby Doo and the Witch Girl. The Witch Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, the Witch Ghost. It is the Witch Ghost.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I just couldn't think of the name, but yeah,
that's the one I'm seeing.
The Hex Girls are iconic.
Yeah. It's Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo and the Witch Ghost. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Hex Girls are iconic, so we were talking about music. It's like you can't talk about Scooby Doo and music and not bring in the Hex Girls.
But let's go back a little bit. Cyber Chase though, still was fire though.
Cyber Chase was fire. Cyber Chase was fire. It was like, think about Sword Art Online, but Scooby Dooified. Like,
and then they put up with the and then not minus the soundtrack. Let's get to the plot of the story and the ending. And then we have like the old Scooby Doo people, like the newer generation of Scooby Doo. They finally clashed. Oh my god, that was
they had to change Shaggy's clothes because he never updated his wardrobe, so they had to put him in something else. It was weird.
No, that one was dope. That one was a good one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Cyber Chase will forever be top tier of a movie, bro. There's no taking that down. Cyber Chase will ever be top tier.
Yeah, that's a bunch of good ones.
We have to tier list these Scooby Doo movies one day. And like I said, for the most part, Scooby Doo continued to be pretty good. Like I said, West New Scooby Doo, love that. I actually really liked the Mystery Incorporated version, the one that seemed like it was more like darker and serious. They tried to get a little more drama in there.
2014 one.
Yeah, there was a lot more drama. They had like love stories and stuff. Like they still had their Scooby Doo stuff. They tried to make the spooky stuff. They tried to make the spooky stuff darker. Now the one I don't rock with is Be Cool Scooby Doo.
Wait, which one?
Be Cool.
Be Cool Scooby Doo. I hated that one.
Yeah, no, that wasn't that great.
Be Cool Scooby Doo was the one where they tried to get super silly, over the top. Shaggy and Fred are wearing freaking skinny jeans. Their legs are like this big around. And it was just the plots were it wasn't Scooby.
I thought you were saying chill out Scooby.
Are we Team Velma or Team Daphne?
I don't know.
What version of Scooby Doo are we talking?
Looking at Velma Hills was like, damn.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. It's always been.
Bro, put on Luigi. What I missed? You missed a lot. It ain't look at the mustache. You gotta look at the mustache.
I said, bro, put on Luigi. What I missed? Yo, no, I'm trying to tell you, it's Velma all the way. Daphne cool, but like, nah. And I'm not comparing to Fred. Who the fuck? Why I'm gonna fight this?
Nah,
big,
bro.
tall,
Fuck fighting. We're choosing between the two of Daphne and Velma. I'm not. I feel like, do I? Nah, I ain't gonna.
I'm telling you.
What version of Scooby Doo are we talking?
I'm doing the glasses scene. Knock it over. My glasses. I can't find my glasses.
Wow, crazy. This man's diabolical.
But seriously though, the reason I say is like, what version of Scooby Doo are we talking? Because obviously in the original, it was like Daphne was cool, but she used to get in trouble a lot. Like she always
Was
found
she the
herself
damsel in
falling down a
distress?
Definitely was
shaft,
the
or
damsel in
Damsel in
distress.
distress.
Yes, bro, and I ain't want to fuck with that. Velma
what did
Velma
Velma
will
always
rarely
say?
get caught.
Uh-oh, danger-prone Daphne does it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why we was Team Velma always. That's why. That's exactly why we was Team Velma. I'm trying to tell you, who are
She's
you?
also rich, though. You know what I'm saying?
Who gives
So
a fuck? That's daddy's money. That's not her money. That's daddy's money.
Yeah, I remember Scooby doing a Loch Ness monster.
Yes, yes, I do remember Scooby Doo like that. That was in like the What's New Scooby Doo era.
yes,
Yeah, that was in like the What's New Scooby Doo era. That was pretty good. I'm not
I'm
Captain
not
Save.
Captain
No,
Saver.
for real. No, for real. Exactly. That's why I was not fucking with Daphne. I would get tired, bro. Imagine dating Daphne. Fuck no. Fred got it. I'll let him be that. Or
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, I guess
Fred,
they seem
but
right
then
together.
Fred actually makes sense with her though, because you see the way Fred dresses. He's preppy anyway. So you know, a preppy guy with the prissy rich girl, they deserve each other.
have you ever seen? Well, yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. So was he supposed to be like a preppy rich boy? Or was he supposed to be a
I
jock?
mean, the man wore a freaking ascot back in the era where they always dress people as stereotypes.
What was wrong with the man looking fly with the damn ascot, bro? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with
I
man?
said it. Yeah, you forgot you did that last part. Back in a time where they dress people to be stereotypes. In other words, you can tell what a person is based off of what they're dressed like.
You know what's so
I know
sad about Scooby Doo?
what? I forgot about that Scooby Doo. I don't know if y'all said this. Dynamite?
Dynamite. Yeah.
Oh my god. Scooby Doo Dynamite? Get out, bro. I forgot
Well,
all
I
about
actually
that.
used to watch the old Blue Falcon and Dynamite cartoon that came on like way back in the day. Because
I ain't seen that one.
I've literally watched everything that ever comes on television.
You got me beat.
That man said, "Be cool, Scooby Doo is an imposter."
No,
It's
what's
terrible.
an imposter is Velma, the HBO Max show.
Well, here's the thing. Okay.
A
Well, here's the
lot
thing.
of people hate that shit.
Here's the
shit
thing.
is
Here's the thing about.
trash, yo.
Here's the thing about that. Remember what we talked about earlier about cash grabs? And I can't prove this, but you can almost tell that the Velma HBO show was something completely different at first. And someone said, take that and use the Scooby-Doo franchise so we can market it. Because there's nothing about it that's even remotely close to the Scooby-Doo franchise. It's almost like you had taken the Scooby-Doo characters out of it, kept the same story, and named it something else. I think people would have received it better, but now we're just seeing them treat these Scooby-Doo characters in such a horrible way.
That shit was weird, bro. That shit was weird. Not everything needs to be grown-upified. I think let some kids show just be kids show. We don't need a grown version of Scooby-Doo.
Adultified, it's just that it wasn't Scooby-Doo. Like nothing about it was Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's not even in it.
But the idea of Scooby-Doo in itself,
That's good.
it's like a
I was
bunch
about
of
to say that too. How are you gonna have Scooby-Doo but not have Scooby-Doo, the name of the character in the show? That is crazy. That is insane.
I mean, I think they was gonna get a dog eventually.
The
They're gonna get a dog.
dog,
Yes, their stereotypes were a part of the show. I'm getting that, but as far as like what they were like,
that's what Scooby-Doo as a
was nothing like what they were.
It just felt
Like,
weird.
especially Fred. What they did to Fred was just ridiculous and dumb and everything in between. They made Fred a freaking 5-year-old.
Yeah, they made him stupid. Like he was just dumb, and then they made him like instantly smart and shit after the fact. It was kind of weird.
But the reason I say that is because, like, I'm a type of person that even when something is bad, when I start watching it, I can always find the good in everything, even if it's just a little bit. So even if I don't like a show, if I start it, I have this impulsive nature that I have to finish it. I did not finish Velma.
Yeah, I did not finish Velma either. I gave it like 5 or 6 episodes. I tried to, honestly. But
I didn't even start it. I just heard it, and then when I was heard bad reviews, I said, "All right, maybe it's not a good."
But
I'm not gonna waste my eye socket on it.
Sure, everybody here has that one movie they liked that everybody said was terrible, though. Like, there's gonna be those movies,
right? But if I'm an overall guy, when I just see that and everybody it's like going to a restaurant. You look at the reviews and you just see a 1-star. Right. You're like, am I gonna waste my time going to this restaurant? Nah, let me just
If you're talking
No,
about the experience, yes. If you're talking about the actual food, I get it. Because if people are saying the food is bad, I don't want to put that in my body. But as far as like watching something, I'm different. If I see that everybody is ripping apart something and they're like, this is one of the worst things that's ever been created, my curiosity mind goes, oh my God, I have to see this.
To see how
Because I just
bad
have
it
to see
is.
just how bad it is.
Yeah, I get that. I get that complex sometimes. There's some anime like that. Like I've heard like, oh, this is shit. I'm like, I'll check it out. Like
well,
it's
I'm
too
beyond.
many people that
I
talk
say,
about how
oh
bad
yeah,
it
I'm
is.
to the left, to the
I'm,
left, to the left.
I'm drawing a
Same.
blank. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the anime. It's like old anime, probably like 80s,
Wait,
early
What was
90s
is
anime.
the?
it? Was it a guy who just Mayowa no Shindayo? Was
Well,
it that guy?
What?
no. What it was
Are we talking
apparently
about
I
the
heard
Saiyan
that the
Zodiac Saga?
original is fine, but when they dubbed it, something went crazy with the dub company, and the dub company just said, you know what? Nobody cares about this anime anyway. Just dub it however you want. So instead of them
You talk
just
about ghost
dubbing the
stories?
Japanese words into English, they just did their own
Yeah,
thing
you talk about
with the
ghost
English
stories.
words.
Yeah.
They just made their own shit up. It's nothing like the original Japanese.
I
They
ain't gonna
created
lie.
their own dialogue,
It
and
makes it
it's the
sound
most
like you're talking about One
hilariously
Piece for little
bad
kids, but
thing
that's not
that
what you're
you're
talking
gonna
about.
see.
Yeah, it's called. I know what you're talking about. It's called ghost stories. I know exactly what you're talking about. I like
Ghost
something like
Story.
that.
Yes, yes. I've actually seen a couple of those episodes. It is hilariously bad.
Yeah, yeah. No,
That
it's
is
fucking hilarious.
you hear the term
If
it's
you
so
think
bad it's good. That's one of those.
if you, but I mean, ghost stories is hilariously bad. But I feel like Gintama's not like I haven't seen Gintama, but that's I kind of put them on the same realm. It seems like every clip I see of Gintama is just like meme clippy shit. So I feel like ghost stories is pretty much in the same like
Ghost Story
realm.
is so bad. It's good though.
I mean,
It's
hey, I'm
so
not gonna watch
bad.
it. I'm not gonna go out my way to watch it, but it's I
No,
mean, it's there.
yeah, no. Like they just took liberties. They just said, you know what? We're just gonna dub this however we want. Like most of the dialogue is nowhere near the same. They created their own scenarios. Like they just took scenes and said, we're gonna make this about this now, and because there's the one that keeps going around on Instagram about the dude running, and he goes, pretend you're being chased by a big black man.
Oh, that's fucked up. I haven't seen that clip. I gotta see it.
And then he still can't run faster, and he falls. And they go, well, I guess he's not racist.
That's
I'm like,
not the worst thing I've ever heard.
it.
I still think trucks yelling, "He's not black." I still think that's
I
worse.
mean,
I still
that's what
think
we call a happy accident.
a happy accident is crazy, yo. They could have the voice
Oh
actors
shoot,
could have.
this man
The
is
man is
not
not
black.
black. Look, bro. The writers, you're telling me as a voice actor, there is no way you're saying this shit out loud in today's age. It was like, no, I'm getting canceled. Fuck no.
Yeah,
We have
but
to rewrite this
Super
shit
came
right now.
out years ago now, so
Valid. But I don't care. Honestly, that's valid, but I still don't give a fuck. I still think that's fucked up. I don't care how much money you paid me. I'd be like, yo, whoever wrote this shit, write something else. I'm not gonna sit here and say, don't shoot, he's not black. Come on.
well, no, the worst part isn't just the line. The reason I call the line a happy accident is because it's the fact that you have Goku black, but we're calling this man black for short.
I mean,
So they
yeah,
just
I mean,
keep
what are you
calling
supposed
it
to call
black.
him? I
I
mean, what else
don't
are you
know.
supposed to call him? Shit, I'm gonna call him Goku Black. That's a mouthful.
Well,
I
then
ain't
maybe
saying
they
no.
should have came up with a different name for him.
Yeah, I
Maybe
would have
we
took
should have
honestly.
never got
I would have took
Zama.
Zen
Or maybe he
Goku or
should have just
Ami
never
Goku.
existed and we never would have even have to worry about it.
I would have never. I would say, yeah, if we would just never wrote Zamazu into stealing Goku's body, we wouldn't even
But it
worry
doesn't
about that. That's just
matter
gonna be
because
crazy.
Zamasu won. They won.
Did did they win? They
Yes.
didn't.
Wait a minute, hold up,
I
wait a
don't
minute,
think they
hold up,
won.
wait a minute. Are you
I don't think
seriously?
they won.
Wait, okay, hold on. What makes you think Zamasu did not win that battle?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's not here to talk about it. I don't think he won it. I don't think he really
The
won that.
man, hold up. The man literally, when his body was gone, took over the entire universe. Already, the
And killed
whole
everyone.
goal about that was to defeat him, make sure everybody else is safe. Everybody was gone. Everybody was evaporated. There is no timeline for Trunks to go to. He has to go to a whole nother timeline now. Who really?
Zeno had to come wipe out the whole universe because
He
everyone
won.
was gone.
I mean, he won in a different universe. I'm thinking y'all talking about the
That's
original.
his
Like,
place.
No,
but
we're talking about like
that's
Trump's
his.
well, no,
whole
yeah,
point.
his original universe.
That's
Yes,
his original
won.
timeline.
He
He got
won
rid of
his
his original.
Yes, that's what
Yes,
we're saying. He
that.
won because Trump's whole thing was, I'm going to go to the future to go get people back so I can save my universe. He failed. Everybody died.
Well, I guess. I mean, yeah. I guess in that way, yeah. I guess so.
And
That's
then
why I said he
you know what made it worse?
won.
You know what worse? I'm the king just evaporated the place, so you still
Like-
lost.
Like you went through all of this,
You still
going
lost.
to get Goku and Vegeta and bringing them back and seeing all the survivors hanging out on the ground, adults, kids, all of these. These are all the people that are left. All of them are gone. Zamasu just killed them all.
Like looking at Aaron Yeager just doing the same thing, man.
I have mixed feelings about Attack on Titan. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. I don't like it. Honestly, I don't want to get canceled, but this is
Wait. Say that again. Say that one more time. One more time. No. I just want to understand. Say that one more time.
I'm not a huge fan of Attack on Titan.
He said it.
I'm not.
Chat, not me.
I'm not.
He said it, chat, not me. I got kicked from TikTok for saying that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
This ain't TikTok's Attack on Titan fans.
Yo, fuck that, and they're cool. Fuck that. I don't care.
I
think
I
we need
didn't say
Aaron
that
Yeager to be a bad guy.
because
the
biggest thing I kept saying this over time. I said the ending could have been way better, but it is what it is. But as soon as I say that, the Attack on Titan community got on me so bad. But then I'm like, y'all even said it yourself, was even made it even worse for me. I was like, yo, you're mad at me because y'all said it too. What?
What's the phrase that people even put on their T-shirts? Aaron Yeager did nothing wrong.
Which is bullshit. So bullshit. It's so bullshit.
I don't like him as a character. He just
I said in this generational time, if you're looking for something that's very different, I say Attack on Titan is up there because of the storyline. So I give him that. But saying Aaron did nothing wrong is crazy.
All the way up until Aaron changed sides. Attack on Titan was perfect all the way until that moment, in my opinion.
I ain't gonna lie. I rock with that. I rock with the antagonist side came out of nowhere because we learned more about it. It's just the fact of I just didn't like the franchise where people keep saying Aaron did nothing wrong, which is stupid to me.
No, like I don't mind. I think it's kind of fascinating that you can have a show where like the main hero pretty much becomes the main villain by the end. Like there's always something fascinating about that. His only issue is there are literally real life Jaegerists who are defending everything he did at the end of that series.
Even though he got rid of them.
I mean, it's crazy, bro. I don't know. I think
they defend him. And they're just like, Aaron Yeager, he did not do anything wrong. And he said, well, what about if he did this? They'll defend it.
Hey, you got to be careful what you say about these fucking Aaron Yeager fans, bro. They're not, like, fun. They're not.
Don't go on Evencia. I'm telling you that right now. Next time you see Evencia, just ask her about Aaron Yeager and just stand back.
I'm scared, yo. I'm scared. No, literally.
Miss Evie herself. We love Evie a lot. Evencia XO for anybody that may not know who that is. We love Evie. Go ask her about it.
How you doing?
What's going on?
We outside. I'm on my bacon, egg, cheese. My bacon, egg, cheese with my Timbs. You know, with my Timbs and my puffs, man.
Hey, they said it.
I mean,
look, that Ninja Turtles movie is a New York movie. Like, there are New Yorkers that say they feel personally attacked by that movie.
I don't care because it's facts. Because we've been to New York and we got too many friends from New York.
We got friends, and that's exactly how they act. I hate to say it.
Nobody talking about dead ass. Word to my mother, B. Oh, dead ass son? Son, are you seriously? That's how you gonna act, B? Yo, facts, my nigga, like my G. Let me tell you about my day though. Like, yo, word to my mother, dead ass. I'm really gonna rock your shit, homie. Like, they be talking like that, bro.
I'm scared, like bro. I ain't never been. I gotta go.
We went to New York for the first time last year.
How was it?
Exactly what we expected.
Wow. Okay. This man threw the gloves.
See, look, we're born and raised in Tennessee,
right?
And the thing about us is Southern hospitality is a real thing. It really exists. We see it all the time. We were raised that way all the time. In fact, anytime I'm ever nice to somebody, they actually say, "Where are you from?" And when I say Tennessee, they say that makes sense because you're so nice. And I'm like, you know, and I told him, I said, when we get up there, I'm gonna have to warn you, it's different up there. It don't exist. It don't exist.
That's crazy. I ain't worried about it though. It's just
So
another
this
place.
man almost got in a couple of
I almost
fights
got into a
with
fight
New
3
Yorkers
times up
that were
there, bro.
doing nothing but being New Yorkers.
I
Did you
almost got
fight him
into a
though?
fight
You should have
3
three-pieced his
times up
ass.
there, bro.
You should have three-pieced his ass, man.
3 times. They stopped me every time. Every
But they
time.
weren't doing nothing but being New Yorkers. We kept trying to tell them, like, dude, that's just how they are up here. That's just how they are
that
up here.
last one got me, bro. That last one, bro. I even said it. I was like, bro, damn, like, are you serious? Y'all acting like y'all never saw EDC before. Like, damn, like, what's going on, my nigga? Like, that was like, vocals, please, wait, vocals, calm down, please. I was like, nah, like, it's really pissing me off. It's really getting me tight. Hey, yo, you, I was just going.
You went off on this man, bro.
They were just being New Yorkers. That's just what
said,
they were.
Vocals, please.
Like,
oh my God, vocals, no, he might have a gun. Vocals, please, come on. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I just.
here's the
he's
best way
the
to frame
wild
it.
one. This man can be
Here's
wild.
the best way to frame it. Even the homeless people had bad attitudes.
I have to give
Homeless people here got bad attitudes. The hell?
Not like this. Not like this.
I'm with Jay.
One
You
dude.
should have ran a fade on his ass. I ain't gonna hold you.
There was this one homeless dude that was hanging out outside of this pizza place where we went to go get a pizza for the night, because you know it's New York. There's literally a pizza place on every corner. Every corner. So, but that was the reason we went to get pizza, because we're like, we've never had true New York pizza. We want to see what the big deal is. So we went to go get the pizza, and there was this dude there. He would be kindly asking you for some money, $1, whatever. Okay. As soon as you say, I don't have it, or no, he will commit to cuss your ass out.
You broke ass nigga. I don't like you anyways. I'll beat your dumb ass. Hook ass.
Yo, I wish a motherfucker would.
I'm like,
yo, I'm laughing at bro. Like, how the fuck am I broke and you asking me for money? You are fucking hilarious.
Like, the way that one girl, when we went there, that one girl, she was even trying to be nice about it. She was just kind of like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. He cussed her out real hard.
So what did y'all do? Y'all just watched her get cussed out
on the sideline. I'm like,
you supposed to help her or something? Y'all just watched her get cussed out? That's
no, the way she reacted, it was like she was used to it. Like I said, up there,
New York don't.
You just become a fly on the wall. They're all used to this. Like, it would be easy to start jumping in on people getting yelled at, but then we would probably be in jail by the end of the night.
It sounds fun. I need to go up there and see what's going on. It sounds like some fun.
We'd have been in jail by the end of the night if we started, because one of the dudes was saying something to the girls in our group.
I was ordering the pizza and everything, and after the dude got done saying to homegirl on the sideline, he's looking at my face. I'm like this.
Don't say anything. Don't ask us. But he never asked us for money, and it's a good thing, because we would have told him no. But we saw him asking other people.
Man, you should have tweaked out on his ass. You should have tweaked out on his ass.
Oh, you gave him $1?
I gave him $1.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
No, I gave him $1.
That I didn't see.
Because
that's
he
why.
was going to cuss us out if he didn't. So my side was like, it's either A, I rock his shit.
Give him $1 or go to jail.
I don't go home because I'm itching to fight. Or I can give him his $1. It's just $1. I have literally so much money in my pocket. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want this man to get in my face, because he knows how I am when a person just gets like right.
Nobody gonna get in my face either. I'm the nicest dude in the world, but don't get in my face.
This is New York. They are going to get in your face. So I'm like,
breath probably smell like,
here's $1.
Back in the backwoods and shit.
He went from fuck you motherfucker to, oh my God, man, you a nice guy, man. You're really nice as well, man.
He just kept switching up.
Nah, man, I can't do that. I don't like people in my face.
Remember the dude that got cussed out just because he walked in between two dudes having a conversation on the sidewalk?
I said, keep walking, don't look back.
Walk through them.
I said, bro, keep walking, don't look back. Don't look back. Just keep walking, bro. We don't know him. We don't know him, bro.
And he was doing all this and this as he was talking. I was like, oh, no, we don't.
Nah, he was doing all
this
what was he doing? What was he doing,
Different, bro.
He was just making all kind of
The
Because he was
rats.
yelling like, "Come
Goddamn.
on, man!" It's like that's
Damn,
like
that's
all the dude did
crazy.
was walk down the sidewalk. But because he walked in between two people that were talking, he shut up on him. I said, "Is that what it's like up here?"
That's crazy, bro. I gotta go up there and see what's hidden up in New York. Then
Look at
y'all
him.
making it sound like a
I
movie.
like Goku shit. Hey yo, I need to see what's hidden.
I'm
Like, hold
saying y'all
on.
making it sound like it's kind of fun. I like seeing
I mean,
shit like that. It's kind of
it
fun.
was interesting to experience. Like again, we're super nice, especially the women, because we think women are the greatest creatures on the earth. This man went to what was it, the hotel or whatever it was, where you tried to talk nice to that girl, and she was not having it.
Oh,
She was
he's trying to have
not
that
having
split talk.
it.
He's trying to raise her up.
She was not having it.
My
The
boy was
real
trying to
I'm
raise
raising
no,
her
her up.
up.
What happened?
I'm just
no,
naturally nice.
she was not having it.
I walked up. I was like, "Hey, how you doing, man?"
She was not having it.
I said,
What?
"Damn, is it me?" I picked
He
up,
said,
bro.
"Is it me?"
I mean,
Like
we used to saying hi and them saying hi back. You might compliment them. They be like, "Oh," because you tried to compliment her tattoo, wasn't it, or something like that?
yeah. I was like, "I like
And usually
the tattoo.
we
It was
used to like,
nice."
"Oh, thank you," and stuff like that. She's like,
She thought she was crazy. She
like
said she didn't like what you
okay.
said. She said you ain't
New
riz her
York
up
girls
right.
are tough.
You ain't
I
riz her
learned
up
that
right,
firsthand, bro.
man. You ain't riz her up right. You supposed to riz
I
her up
wasn't
right. You ain't riz her up
trying to
right.
raise her up. I'm just naturally nice. That's it.
Naturally nice. So,
Compliments and stuff is just
you want?
that's just what we
He
do.
said, "I'm just naturally a nice guy. I don't know why. Where'd they get this
Yeah.
impression from?"
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
100%.
But no, that's what
I don't
that's
be
what I'm just
nothing.
saying.
I
It
be
was
like, "Hey,
like,
how you doing?" I literally, he walks me every day. I will literally go to a random person and be like, "Oh, you look beautiful today. All right, have a nice one." Swear, I will walk
we're
on.
naturally not. That's why I'm actually really good at my job. I'm a DoorDash driver, and I get a lot of extra tips and stuff because I go to people and I'm just naturally nice to them. I'm not being anything. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just talking. You
Yeah, I mean,
hung
it's cool
around
to
me
be a
already
nice person.
before. I'm just talking.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know
yeah.
that we hung out at DreamCon. Like I'm just here.
Man say he just here. Okay. Yeah, be a nice dude. I mean, that's good, dog. You should be a nice person. Everybody should be nice people. I think y'all are genuinely nice people.
I learned that after New York, hey, it's done, bro. Like,
Same here. I'm a nice
hey,
guy as well. Yeah,
we
good to
gotta
be.
put my 10 toes down. My tough side came out after that. Because after New York, he said, "Bro, you changed after New York." Because I said, "Bro, they got me fucked up if I ever get disrespected like that again." Like I was on
Well, I
fire.
mean, for
Like
me, it just and I don't know what happened in my life because it just for me, I feel like it just takes too much energy to be mean to people. To be honest with you, I don't feel good doing it. Like I don't like feel good having it done to me, but I don't even feel good doing it to other people. It's just
it's okay. That's what we
like
asking
if it
for. I
was
Yeah, I
up to
mean, but
me,
that's what
I
everybody could
being
get
a
definitely
along.
genuinely
live
nice
for it.
person is. Like, it shouldn't feel
I live
good.
for it. I live for it.
Yeah.
I live
Right?
for it.
If it was up to me, everybody would get along. I know that's unrealistic, but
I know
if
the
I
it was
mean,
world
the
up to me,
world
knows
is
no
everybody
world.
would get
pain.
along.
The world knows the definition of pain. The world will.
That's why I try to stay out of stuff.
I
I
guess
try
I
not
tried
to
to
get in the
tell
middle of
y'all the world need to
things.
know pain.
The world needs to know pain.
Hey,
Absolutely.
do you know pain?
You know pain. I know pain. Shit, life, motherfucker, be whooping your ass sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit, that be the pain. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We know that pain, and that's obviously definitely Naruto. But like we said, though, man, you would understand how much you actually have in common with this guy because like we said, we know how big on the Scooby Doo. The man also had Ed, and Eddie on his list.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, goated. I mean, need you say more? Ed and Eddie is goated. I mean, who's your favorite Ed though?
Oh, Double D.
Double D.
Double D.
Oh,
Double D is Double D is the one I would like to inspire to be.
You
But
be Ed. Or you will be
Ed is my
Ed, huh?
favorite fucking.
You be
Ed
Ed,
is
huh?
my favorite.
I knew it.
Yo,
I knew
Ed is
it.
the best
I
Ed,
knew it.
bro.
You'll be Ed.
Ed,
Everybody
Ed
will be
is
like,
potatoes.
"Oh,
Like, come
you
on,
are
bro.
sneaky
Like,
little one."
he just said the
Holy
funniest shit.
smoly!
Schmoly,
My man got the Got 3000 in the
nigga,
bathroom.
like in the corner getting the schmoly. Come on, man.
Like he
Ed
read
was
that,
that
bro. The
guy.
Caping system was on his side. He said, "Oh,
But
you a sneaky
They're
one."
like,
I
I'm trying
mean,
to tell you.
Holy smoly!
but no, like. I know like people have the way that they feel about Eddie, man, but to me, I think Eddie gets treated a little unfairly sometimes because first of all, half the scams that he do aren't really scams. Some of the times they're legit doing things that you should pay money for. But they're still written off as like whatever. Like when they tried to make Ed cool. And Ed kept doing all the crazy one-liners.
That shit was
and not
tough.
everybody they loved him.
Riz
But it was
Ed,
like, hey,
Riz
but that's
Ed was tough.
marketing. If they love this guy, we're now going to hold a show where you can pay money to come see him entertain you. How is that a scam?
Because
That's
they're
smart in my
kids,
book.
they're children. That's definitely a scam. They don't have
How is that a
they don't
scam?
have
That
the
is
paperwork.
business. We
They don't
have a
have the
talent.
lawyers.
Good-ass
They don't
show.
have the financial stability. What venue are they renting at?
I
Please,
got no-
what stage?
Oh my
Baby Shark.
goodness, they better get illegal into
Where's
this.
I'm just
my
there.
I'm talking about in the
Children.
mindset of kids. I'm just saying it's not like they were tricking them. They were upfront. Pay this money to come see this man do this. You don't
The
have to do it.
craziest thing about all that is that they did all these crazy ass schemes for some fucking candy that never looked. Did a jawbreaker ever look good to y'all?
I've had jawbreakers when I was little. I literally have not had a jawbreaker since I was like 12.
I've never met somebody that was good. I've never met anybody be like, "Oh, jawbreaker, my favorite candy."
That would be never in my life I could fit
I've
that. That's
No,
impossible.
never.
Never.
That's what I'm
Jawbreaker was
saying.
never one of my
a
favorite
jawbreaker
candies.
is nobody's favorite candy, bro.
But you know what makes me mad?
Nobody.
Though?
But they'll get you to want to try one because they swear by
me.
it.
Hold up. On the show, a jawbreaker only costs $0.25, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So how
25. Well,
how in the hell every single time they get tons of motherfucking quarter, they can never finish it?
They
They
never
only need like
forget
5
to
or
the.
4 sets of quarters. They always have.
Well, first of all,
but never
there's only like the 2 times that they ever actually got
They only
jawbreakers.
actually ate jawbreakers like twice.
right. First episode, the very first one, and
Yeah,
spit out
and then there was
roll
like
down the hill.
one other one. Yeah, that was it.
But
Maybe
So-
last time I see them with jawbreakers and it never succeed, bro. But I was like, bro, they be killing it.
best part of Ed and Eddie wasn't even about like Ed and Eddie. Yo, the side characters was hard. Nas,
Nah, Jimmy.
yeah,
Four.
Team Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Team Jimmy.
Team-
Team Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Team
no,
Jimmy
Team Ralph,
and
Team Ralph.
Johnny with Plank. Oh my God. Johnny and Plank.
Naz is the neighborhood whore. I don't care.
She was.
Hey yo, what was
You
Ed's-
can't talk
hey,
about
yo,
Nas
what was
like
Ed's
that.
sister
Nas is
name?
not
Yes,
the
I
neighborhood whore. It was
can.
Nas and what's his name?
Yo, what was
the dude with
Ed's
the
sister
bike?
name, bro?
Kevin.
Kevin.
And
It was Nas and
Naz
Kevin.
was
They were
super
together.
friendly with everybody.
Why can't she just be friendly? You just said you was friendly.
Hold on.
Look,
Hold on.
look,
I
okay,
do gotta,
okay, you
wait,
got
I
it?
do gotta agree with that too. Because we did have conversation because women are very friendly. They probably could take it to another level. But I'm pretty sure there were moments in the show that she did have attentions with one guy and then another guy and then another guy though. I think my memory kind of refreshing a little bit because I think I seen her had those times. Especially when did she not
There were a couple of times where it seemed like he was a little interested in Eddie as well.
He's cooking a little bit.
And which Ed?
Now my brain started.
It was Eddie.
Did he not? Did
Oh,
he not
oh,
engage
oh.
to Double D or Ed like for?
And then,
I think
and then you know, it's
like
just
Ed
like
for a
the
little
way
bit.
she talks. Like you can even see it. Like sometimes when she talks to them, it's almost like yes, she's being friendly, but it's like you always say, you got to think about what spots you're putting yourself in. Like when they were in the swimming pool, and they didn't have any swimming bottoms on, and they couldn't get out because they were naked. And you know, she just comes over, just all, hey, you guys look pretty cool. Mind if I join you? It's like, man, you really want to go get in that pool with all the dudes?
But maybe she didn't know.
Yeah. Hey yo, fellas. Bye. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wildin'.
Hell yeah.
Wildin'.
The only crazy thing is though, like was real crazy at the end of the day, she never, as nice as she was, I will give you this, she would never fully show any real interest in anybody until the freaking movie, where she was pretty much throwing herself at Kevin.
Yeah.
Which kind of made me mad because she never done that.
It felt weird.
Now all of a sudden you had Kevin who you clearly had a crush on Naz. Now you get to the movie and he's just oblivious to it. He cared more about that freaking bike.
But was he always like that about his bike in the show?
No, he liked his bike, but it was never like to the point where I'm ignoring Nas's advances. He had a crush on this girl.
No, I
No,
remember
that
a
is
few times
true.
Kevin
He
was
did.
outside washing the bike, and Nas was like, "Kev, come play," and he was like, "No, I gotta watch my bike, shawty." Like the whip,
Like
shawty.
this dude, like I guess it's one of the things where it's like, look, he just clueless. Because dude, you wanted this girl, you could have had this girl, but that bike just meant so much to you.
Hey man, it's a man in his ride. I understand.
And at the end of the day, it's not even like the kids hated the Eds. They just didn't like Eddie's ass. Because
True.
if you
Yeah,
would
because
notice,
WD snapped on him. WD
I'm just saying, because if
That
you would
one
notice,
episode, yeah, that one
they
episode
just
WD is snap
didn't
on his
like.
ass.
finally snapped on him.
That one
No, that was the movie.
episode,
That
yeah.
was the movie. He finally snapped. What I didn't like about him finally snapping is that it didn't last very long. Like literally the very next scene they made up.
They're kids and they're friends. I mean, when you were younger, you had shit like that
because
happen.
I ain't
But
gonna
I'm talking
lie.
about like in the confines of a movie, usually when you have that big breakup scene, you know, they do some drama, some sadness, so a makeup scene. Like they didn't really have that. He was mad, and then he wasn't. So I was like,
That's valid.
I mean, in a way, I get it because it's like, hey, I guess, hey, best friend shot off on you. You're like, oh man, I never saw it that way. Okay, it's all good. But like, they just didn't like the way Eddie, because Eddie was always trying to scam him out of money. Because if you notice, anytime Eddie wasn't around, even Kevin wasn't really mean to them like that. Like that was,
Nah, I mean, Kevin gave subtle knocks.
like he called
Kevin never like
dorks,
was on their head, but Kevin would give
but
them like,
he called them dorks, but you could tell he just didn't like Eddie. Like none of them did. And, you know, because there was an episode where they were supposed to try to keep tabs on Kevin or whatever, and Double D was by himself. And Kevin actually called out the Double D and was like, Double D, what's shaking, my man? And Double D was trying to keep him busy, and Double D started showing like interest in his bike. He was like, is that a new what? And Kevin was talking to him like, yeah, man, I just got it, and was being like literally hanging out with Double D.
I mean, but that's
And
because
it's like,
Double D was
why?
the
Because he
nerd.
didn't have Eddie there to be annoying as hell.
Everybody want to be friends with a nerd. Everybody want to be friends with a nerd. Nerds usually cool.
And there was also when Jimmy saw Ed, you know, and he got scared. He didn't say, oh no, I don't want to be around Ed. His immediate question was, is Eddie here? Like, no, it's Eddie that they don't really rock with. Because he's always trying to take their damn money.
Okay, you had to. Yo, which Kanker sister, bro? Which Kanker sister? Honestly.
They all got rotten
None
teeth,
of them,
which
because
is
they
wild.
should all be in prison.
Nah,
No.
they all got rotten teeth, bro.
No, honestly, as a kid, one of them was cute. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. One of them was cute to me.
If you're talking about the blue hair,
He said as a kid.
Yes, the
I
blue
knew
hair
it.
one. The blue hair one, it was the only one that was okay. I ain't gonna hold you. She was half decent. The rest of them, fuck no.
They could be in prison. They could not write the Kanker sisters on a cartoon today because in 2023, especially post Me Too movement, you couldn't have characters like Kankers on TV anymore because they were taking it.
They were taking it.
Got 3000 behind that door.
I mean,
that's
you
when
don't
the
know
Holy
that for sure.
Came in.
It's just a schmoly. It was just a schmoly.
But that's still non-consensual contact that doesn't fly today. I'm not saying I personally cared. I'm just saying I know how today's climate is, and like let me put it this way: if the Kankers were men and the Eds were women, people would have complained about them a long time ago. They would have talked about what predators they were, but because they were women, it was funny.
Agreed.
It's a double standard, but whatever.
She was funny.
Like they're literally, I'll put it this way, they literally canceled Pepe Le Pew, but the Kanker sisters are just as bad as he is. But they're women.
I mean, Pepe Le Pew was kind of weird. I mean, I think Pepe Le Pew was just kind of weird because he was a skunk. Like, he was an actual skunk.
Right, but the reason they're trying to cancel Pepe Le Pew is because they say he's out there kissing on girls without their consent. And I'm like, the Kanker sisters were dragging the Eds in the closets while Eddie actually screamed, and I quote, "Stop it, I'm a minor!"
I think there was worse things that could have happened at that. I mean, I don't know.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. To answer your question, though, because I'm over here still thinking.
It's a question. That's what I'm saying. Reality is actually a question. Not even on
I'm over here
shit,
really
it's just a question.
thinking.
It's just a question.
I want Piggy.
Mm-hmm.
That Piggy scared me. But Piggy,
valid.
got
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
trying to say it's a conundrum.
I just want to know what
Ed girl scares me because she's too aggressive. I'll cook anything for my man. Yeah, how about you just? I'm like, yeah, don't touch me on my shoulders.
Ed
Like,
girl gave the schmooly.
and then the
Okay.
way how they try to fix some food too is wild. I'd be like, nah, bro.
I just want to know what's in the food that's being fed in like Ed's household.
Yeah.
Because between freaking Ed and Sarah, they're both crazy strong, and they're just like there are times where you're like, yeah, that's definitely Ed's sister right there.
I think the reason
You know
they're
what?
crazy
I'm
strong.
a ride or die. I've been with Double D for the longest. I ain't gonna say Double D. You know what? We'll take Gaga 3000. I take Gaga 3000. Look at y'all talking about that. I'm over here really thinking. I'll take Gaga 3100 Alex now.
Wow, the schmoly.
Yup. The schmoly line said it to me. It's the schmoly. It's the schmoly. I'm like, schmoly. Damn. She got this man saying schmoly.
That's gonna be the new saying. Give it a couple months.
Like,
it's gonna be memes all over.
Couple of
It's
months.
gonna be memes all over. I'm telling you, it's gonna be memes all over TikTok, Instagram. Boy, she schmoly. Boy, she had that schmoly. I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna get popular. I'm jelly.
You're selling.
You're still. I'm telling you, look, photographer, he's got the ambiance. He's keeping the ambiance going.
Just a little bit. I mean, just some lights, nothing too crazy. I appreciate it though.
I mean, no
I'm
big deal. I just got the posters in the background, especially that Naruto and Hinata back there. That's one of my best favorite ones.
No, that one's tough. We love that one. We love that one.
I don't think I have. Do I have any Inuyasha posters? I don't even think I do.
I do.
That's me forgetting what all posters are actually on my wall.
It'd be like that. I got some behind me too. I mean, y'all probably can't see them, but I got some behind me too.
If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. And there's a place you gotta get.
We have better songs, yo. The songs that are out now for kids shows are trash.
Which one?
No, he just saying in general.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I did a whole. That one's gonna come up next with Nick Jr. talk to Disney about the Little Einstein. So I'm gonna see how the world really feels about this because both of them have really, really great childhood shows. Especially Nickelodeon has a lot. Disney has a lot, but I think people probably won't side with Nickelodeon because they Wonder Pets in them. But it's all good. But I feel like this generation, when it comes to kids cartoon now, I don't really necessarily have because Paw Patrol's. I ain't gonna lie, Paw Patrol's actually pretty nice. I ain't gonna hold you. You got
Paw
that
Patrol.
show. I feel like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse pretty valid. Yeah. Can't hold that. I mean,
yo, Goofy be hitting them. Goofy be hitting that shit. That
hot dog.
Boy, Goofy be hitting that shit.
Hot dog, diggity dog. Like that
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is pretty valid, bro. We gotta give that some notice.
Old Toodles.
The Toodles.
I know they got a lot more. I just haven't really just got on into it that much in this.
So because I no longer have any kids I babysit, I don't see as many of them as I used to.
I mean, only thing I really see right now is Coco Melon, which is the most annoying shit ever. Coco Melon is the most.
It's crazy.
Isn't it the most annoying? Like,
and see, I have no idea what that is. I no longer have any young kids that I watch that forced me to watch these things.
Coco Melon, I would never. I just can't. And then they got Porky Pig. What the no? Pepe Pig?
Peppa Pig?
Pig.
You're talking about Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
Now I know Peppa Pig.
Then they have Max
I know PJ Masks because my nephew watches PJ Masks.
Bro. Max and Ruby.
Yo, Max and Ruby was actually
Max
good.
and Ruby was actually pretty solid.
Yeah, Max and Ruby.
Like Max was a menace, bro.
That's what made it so fucking hilarious.
Max was such a menace, bro. Let me see. What else? What else was pretty valid? Obviously, I know Little.
Wait. I have a question. Who do you feel like had better IRL TV shows? Because I think there was a point in time when Disney had a peak and Nickelodeon had a peak.
I'm having a slow mo.
Because think about it. Early 90s,
in real life. So you're talking about like the iCarlys and
exactly. So
the Drake and Josh.
That's So Raven. You had That's So Raven. You had Even Stevens. All of that, and then like 2-3 years later, you had iCarly. You had all of those, and that like which of those you think is better?
I literally just had a video post about that, and everybody is teaming on Nick.
Let's see. Ruby was bossy. That's why. I'll
say.
I mean, yeah, but
I'll say.
Did anybody used to? You talk about bossy. Did anybody ever used to watch Arthur?
Yes, Arthur. Double. What was her name? The sister.
DW. Don't you just want to smack her?
Double D. DW.
Don't you just want to give her one of those?
DW.
In fact, Arthur did in an episode.
He did. He did give DW the hands one day.
He did. He gave her the hands, and I was not mad. I get that it was. They said it was a bad thing. He had to learn a lesson. No, I wasn't upset.
Nah, shit.
I said you were just doing what the parents should have did.
Wait, are we going down PBS kids list? Because we talking about PBS kids list. I could go.
No, we talking about DW's annoying
I was gonna say, don't make me do that because I was over here with Disney and Nickelodeon back and forth. But
he make a point. Kenan and Kel. I mean, the '90s. Nick did have some bops in the '90s. All that.
Well, on Snick alone, because Snick, that Saturday night lineup they used to have, they had all that, and they had Kenan and Kel. They had the Amanda Show, and
I say this every
Mr. Rogers
time.
And then I think the fourth one was sometimes they alternated with like the Adventures of Pete and Pete.
I'm gonna say this again. It is true that Nick has some great iconic things, but every time I look over at Disney, and I still say this to these days, Disney made millionaires. They made superstars. Every freaking show Disney had over there,
said that. Disney definitely generated bigger stars than Nickelodeon did.
Looking in it between the two lines, and especially looking at the shows, because I told them people, I said this and I said this before. I was like, Nick definitely has some great class of shows with the IRLs and stuff like that. But when you come in there looking at the mouse like that, it's like, y'all got some great sensitive show. Because I told him, Judge Jordan was not all that. Romeo, holy hot garbage.
Romeo was not
what was hot garbage?
Like, Romeo was not a great.
Romeo was not very good.
It was not that much of a great show. And then, and like I said, then you can pull out some of the great classes. Like, Amanda Show. You got the All That. You got the Drake and Josh. You got the iCarly. You got the Zoe 101. You got the Nandy Classified School Survivor guys. It's great. But then I was like, let me go over Disney. Then you got Phil of the Future. You got Eva Stick. You got Lizzie McGraw. You got Hannah Montana. You got Wizard of Waverly Place. You got Sunny with a Chance. I was over here. I'm just like, that's so Raven. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
That's what I'm saying. You got
like it's like
I'm like this with Phil of the Future. I liked it, but I didn't love it.
What's Phil of the Future was
Disney is swinging. Like Disney is throwing haymakers at you all day.
And they did throw out the bigger stars. Not saying that Nickelodeon didn't have stars because they arguably have the biggest one out right now. I mean, Nickelodeon literally brought us Ariana Grande. But
but here's the difference between those two. Never in my lifetime I ever looked at a show where the main cast got outshined by the side character.
I know. No. Tori Vega / Victoria Justice was the weakest character on Victorious.
Like Ariana Grande.
That's not fair.
Bro,
it is fair.
It's
she was the weakest.
That's not fair.
So much.
She was the weakest.
They wrote her. I think it's because of the way they wrote that character. She had so much potential. They just wrote a shitty.
It isn't just the writing. Although writing,
you had in the lab shaking. Look here, I was a huge fan of Grande back in the day. You heard me.
When they had so many other characters that did so many other things. Like Jade had her own vibe. Ariana Grande's character had her own vibe. What's his name? Made music and beats and shit. Like Tori just really didn't do shit. She was just the main character.
But the thing is about her is she had so much drama, so much life, so much this. She's a great songwriter. Had these great ideas. But every time I look at Ariana Grande sings, I'm like, why she's?
That's what the thing. I mean, we can get into Tori's attitude in a second. But we can just stick it to singing real quick. And all the way from episode 1 and 2, you hear the person who's the show is about, Tori sing, and it's like, she's got a nice little voice. But then literally in the first, I think it was either the first episode or the second episode, they literally do a duet with Jade and Kat, and you go, damn, those girls can sing better than Tori.
Yeah, it was way too soon. They threw that out there way too
I was like,
soon.
yep.
It's like,
Jay was
damn, that
bait
man, she
anyways.
slacking.
Jay was
And
bait
then you had your
anyways.
man
But
over there that was good on the music, and then Robbie gave you some comedy relief. So it was like, dang, Tori, you the weakest one. It's like I like your sister more than I liked you. And it was like,
that's a little reach. That's a reach. I did not
that
like
is
her.
not a reach. She was
She
hilarious. I'm not
was
saying talent
hilarious. She
wise.
was
I'm not
nuts.
saying talent wise. Now I'm talking about as a character. Because now when you go to Tori, the character, this is the woman that from episode 1, all because a girl in Jay was a little mean to you, you decide to go into some improv and kiss her boyfriend. I don't care how you sliced it, that was not right.
She was starting shit. We like those. We like somebody with a little fire. We like a little fire under her belt. She was starting shit. There ain't nothing wrong with that. She said, shit, you want to start shit? Let's start shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We
Let's not
support it.
also forget what she did to with Kat's dude, broke Kat's heart. And then go sit there and tell Kat, you know what? I don't blame you. If you wanted to punch me in the face, so Kat punched her in the face.
Yo, yeah, no. I remember that. She minked the shit, boy. What? Gave her a mean right straight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He said, I don't blame you if you punch me in the face. Bam!
And she was like, "Well, you said you don't mind me punching." Yeah,
You
she was like,
told
"You
me
you said it."
to. And you deserved it. Because you know what you did was wrong. Tori stayed doing stuff like that.
I mean, she was just the messy. She was really the messiest one, and we was just here for it, honestly. Jay was always ready for anything. Jay needed more screen time. If Jade had any more screen time, she and like
You would have taken over
a
the
Jade and
show.
Cat show would have made more
They would
sense.
have taken over the show.
Yeah, I think
And
so. I agree.
of course, Kat, they actually gave Kat her own show after that. They're like, they know who the popular
But
people
she
on that show
couldn't. But it was
was.
too late. I don't think she held. Because Sam and Cat was just okay. I don't think Jeanette McCurdy was supposed to go
Well,
with
you
Cat. I don't
got
think.
to think about that show didn't succeed for a couple of reasons. The ratings were good, so that it didn't get canceled because of the ratings. And the show was a little shaky because they weren't really getting along on set that much. Jeanette wasn't really just into it as much because at that point she was just completely fed up with Dan Schneider's shit. And Ariana Grande at that point was already starting to blossom as a superstar. That show was never going to make it.
They should have never did it.
It was never going to make it. It was never going to get past the season because that was when she finally got enough. She didn't show up at the Teen Choice Awards, and they literally did this dedication to Mr. Foot Fetish himself, Dan Schneider, and
Mr.
of
Foot
course he
Fetish
didn't show
himself
up
is
to
crazy.
that. Hey, it's literally come out to be true. Like that dude, half the people on Nickelodeon don't want to work with him anymore. To the point where they did the iCarly reboot, even though Dan Schneider created iCarly, they all said they wouldn't do it if he was going to be a part of it.
Yeah. I ain't read all that. I didn't know about it.
Well, no, Dan Schneider. And here's the thing that obviously likes to click in people's minds when you point it out to them. Go back and look at all of Dan Schneider shows, which is that, whether that's Drake and Josh or, Victorious or
Zoe
iCarly or
101.
all of them. Look at how many times they just do stuff with bare feet in a lot of episodes in all of those shows.
Yeah.
There's bare feet
Especially in Drake
everywhere.
and
Dan
Josh. I
Schneider
remember
had
a
a
lot
foot
of feet
fetish.
stuff.
He had
A
a
lot
foot
of feet
fetish.
stuff.
And these are kids. That's why they're like, no, dude, dude's not allowed to work on anything anymore.
That's weird, bro.
Like he had a big, and not only did he have a bad foot fetish, but like Jeanette came out and said, it's like he was encouraging the kids to drink on set, and like when they were over there on the iCarly set, she told a story about how he was trying to get her to drink, and that his whole reason when she said she didn't want to, that he was like, but the Victorious kids drink all the time.
That's weird. That's actually weird.
Like apparently and this has come from a lot of sources that's on set, even some of the actors, now these are kids, mind you, the Victorious kids were all basically sleeping with each other during the run of that show.
That's kind of crazy.
Like
I can
on
believe it.
set, places they could run off to. It was crazy.
Damn, where vocals go?
It's no telling. He literally came in and sat down, he hit a button. I know some stuff usually goes on there at the time. Or maybe looked at the clock because the podcast actually ended like 4 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It is that time. I don't think that's why he left though, because we do go overtime quite a bit.
Mm.
But from the way he left, and then walked in and sat down and just left, I think there's something going on at the house.
Oh.
Or he's on his way back, and it was just a mistake.
You never know. Yeah, no, man. I mean, the whole.
No,
I don't know.
it's part 2 because he's trying to get back in. I'm trying to get him back in here now.
Okay.
Everything all right?
Yep.
Okay, but
yes, Dan Schneider is a legit. I mean, like with a lot of people you see in the world, just because you're good at what you do, it doesn't make you a good person.
No, absolutely.
And he was great at creating all these shows, but he's not a good person.
It's crazy, yeah.
Because you don't ever notice it at the time, but when you go back and just look at those shows, there's a lot of
What do you
people.
do, my boy?
There was a time where he actually, on the iCarly website, they used to do things where people would send in like submissions and stuff. And he even had kids submitting stuff that had to do with their feet. Like, this dude was insane.
Nah, that shit nasty. That shit weird.
There was literally a whole episode of Victorious.
Too much.
Like, remember the episode of Victorious where, like, literally the whole B plot was about how they had these little fish things that would, like, suck the things off your feet and make them silky smooth? So the whole episode was all the kids rubbing on each other's feet, like, look how smooth my feet is. Here, you feel. Oh, yeah, you feel. That was Dan Schneider on his creepy shit.
And nobody noticed this till after the fact. That's what makes it even crazier.
There were some people that noticed it during the fact, but when you're dealing with, like, you being kids and he being a big, powerful man who can basically snap his fingers and blackball you, like, Jeanette McCurdy was afraid to speak out a lot of the times. It wasn't until she finally got out of there, which is why she finally started speaking up. Which is one of the reasons, like, she said Dan Schneider, between Dan Schneider and her mother, who pretty much pushed her, because her mother looked the other way. Jeanette doesn't get along with her mom.
Her new book. A lot of people say it's good.
Yeah, Jeanette doesn't get along with her mom either. Like, cause Jeanette, I think her mom knew about a lot of this stuff, but, you know, they cared about their money. Plus, her mom took a lot of her money. But between Dan Schneider and her mom, that's the reason Jeanette McCurdy quit acting. She said, I don't want to do it. She said she don't even want to do it anymore. She doesn't even consider Sam Puckett a good role model for kids. And she's like, I never want to play that character again. That's why she's not on the iCarly reboot.
I mean, yeah, Sam wasn't a good character.
She said it's not a good role model. She wants to be a good role model. So she's like, I can't play that character. She said she doesn't feel good playing that character. So I get it. But yeah. And the iCarly reboot actually ain't that bad. Like, if you were a fan of iCarly, you would enjoy the reboot.
Yeah, I mean, I've just never gone on my way to watch it, but I've heard about it. I heard decent things about it.
Yeah, I think they're like 3-4 seasons in now. Like, it's fairly solid. Like, you don't have to go out of your way to watch anything, but if it's ever on or anything, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, like I said, I like to check out just about anything.
I was like, shit, I don't even know where to watch that.
It's on Paramount Plus. It's exclusively on Paramount
that,
Plus.
Like, everybody got every streaming platforms, man.
Everybody don't have every. I don't have. Damn. The only reason I have Paramount Plus is because you get it with your T-Mobile service.
Ah, really? I didn't know that.
Apparently, you get Netflix too. Somebody told me that. I need to look into that.
I know they're trying to bundle everything nowadays.
So apparently, I have Netflix and I don't even use it. I need to look into it.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
We got it's a couple other great Netflix anime shows in there that you definitely look into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I currently don't have Netflix, but I also have one of them.
There's a lot of anime you're missing out over there, man.
Zom 100 is really, really good.
Well, sir,
I heard about that.
You know, if I want to watch something, I can watch it because I have one of those cable boxes. So I mean, you know, if I want to watch something, I can watch it.
Well. Just okay, but still, I'm saying again, you have it. So you have it. So again, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to watch that Baki. You're gonna have to watch.
No, what I'm saying is, I have been trying to check some of that stuff out because I do want to check out Zom 100. I'm just trying to find a time to watch Zom 100 because I know that is too many people have said stuff about it. I definitely want to check it out.
About what?
Zom 100.
Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you, Zom 100 is actually really, really good. The manga is good too. I enjoy the studio. The same studio that animated what's that shit? It's made after the game.
Speaking of freaking games, have y'all saw the Naruto the new intro of the Naruto Sasuke opening fight of the new Naruto releasing game?
No,
it's
I
not
ain't
the
seen it
alternate
yet.
store, but it's like the Generation news
It's like
supposed to be coming. Oh my
Generation
god!
Storm 4 or some
Oh,
shit.
bro,
I haven't seen it yet.
I cannot wait, bro. That game looks absolutely amazing. I mean, obviously, it's like the same battle tactics and stuff as before, but
I would
the
say it's
new
gonna be.
gameplay, the new fighting styles, the new all that. I am super excited. But I know we got that, but it's like if they're asking me, here's the thing: if Budokai come out right now with Naruto, bro, I'm not gonna lie, people's gonna
I'm
go
like
with
Budokai.
People's gonna
Budokai
go
all
with
day.
Budokai over Naruto,
Yeah,
bro.
all
And
day.
that's
Well,
gonna be
people
so
are gonna
crazy.
have to wait to see how Budokai plays. It's been so many years. I just don't want people to get their hopes up about Budokai.
I'm gonna get my hopes up because they have made it this long in the making. And then I know it's going to be new people in this, but still at the same time, that's still not for the made me not believe in this game to be great. Like, all people are
I'm
going to
not saying
believe.
it might be
Like, I'm
amazing. I
going
just
to
don't want people to
believe
get their
in
hopes
this
up.
game. And especially if they're still having the content connection with the same people that's inside of this aspect too, which I know they're having new people in it. So I'm pretty sure it's going to deliver. But it's not going to be in a way that people want and expect it to be. But it's going to be way better than it is an aspect now because they actually showed the side to side with the graphics what it was before, and then we actually got the nice, cleaner brass of it. Oh my god, I'm so tired of Z Fighters. I'm tired of Z Fighters. Get me out of this game.
What do you mean?
I don't want to hear nothing about the game no more.
It just had a big update.
Look, the game is going to look good. There's no denying that the game is going to look good, but when you hold the controller in your hand, how is it going to feel?
Look here, Mr. Shit on everybody's Gamer Pass dreams. You're not going to do that with me over here. I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to put high hopes for this game.
It's going to be a good game.
Going to make sure that this game is going to look delicious. And when I play it with the graphics, again, I say, and even the people that are in it, they put in it now, and even with newcomers, I'm still going to be that guy. Just like how I am in One Piece, I'm going to be this guy for Budokai. I'm going to put in high hopes for this fighting game to go. Now, they already did Jump Force. I knew that game was going to be complete ass.
Yeah, Jump Force, I had no hope.
It's going to go crazy in the down show. I knew it. But when we get this beta, and when we touch it, then we get.
You think we're going to get a beta?
Yeah, I played the Jump Force beta, and then I never got the game.
The beta is going to have to come out first before the original game, bro. The beta has to come, bro. Because it's been so long, bro. It's been so long.
They might not do one. Are they doing a beta?
My Hero Rumble.
I ain't heard it. I ain't heard nothing about it.
Better not mess it up like the last DBZ game.
Like bro. Not the last DBZ game was like the Fighters or the Fighters. Or I hope you talking about.
You talking about Kakarot?
You're talking about Xenoverse 2.
I think they're talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot probably.
No, you're talking about Kakarot. No, Kakarot's fire, bro. Kakarot's fire.
I heard the story. I heard the story of Kakarot is fire.
It's actually pretty good, especially the fighting scene. No, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, I guess it really depends. I think
got the old Piccolo Goku and old Piccolo fight up in there, bro. What?
I think what a lot of people, and I remember people saying this at the time that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot came out, because there's been so many Dragon Ball Z games over the decades. Because hold on, because Dragon Ball Z has been out since like the 80s. So what a lot of people have been saying about these Dragon Ball Z story games is that how many different times can you just keep retelling the Dragon Ball Z story?
But we gonna play it.
I'm gonna keep retelling Naruto stories.
Playing it exactly.
Of course,
literally, because story
keep playing.
Each Storm game, the story literally just goes to where the anime.
Butter of the main side of the story. That's not going nowhere. No time soon. No time soon. No time. No time. No time. No time. We're going to
I love me some Dragon Ball, so that doesn't matter to me.
That's a newborn each and every year is going to know that Dragon Ball.
Of course, as long as it's kept alive,
they're gonna make sure, just like they kept Scooby Doo alive, they're gonna make sure Dragon Ball Z stay alive. Hello.
Yeah, Scooby Doo ain't never going anywhere. they would have to fumble Scooby Doo really hard for that to ever finally go away.
Shit, they did with Velma. They may not do another.
Well, like I said, Velma was like its own set. I don't really even count Velma as part of what
not in the Scooby Doo universe. Not in reality.
That is not canon.
That shit is not.
Like I don't even consider that as part of the Scooby Doo universe.
Smooth. What do you
think? I'm thinking more like Be Cool Scooby Doo, which they look like they realized very quickly was not very good, which is why they went straight to the next series. Or there was this, and I don't even. you probably have never even seen this, nephew. During like my heyday when I was a teen, I think this was on like either Kids WB or it was on one of those channels. There was this Scooby-Doo show they came out with. I don't even remember the name of it. I just remember it was not on very long because it wasn't very good. Scooby and Shaggy's had more like a surfer vibe, and they like weren't afraid of monsters. And I was just like, what is this?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It like did not last long
Yeah.
at all. I
I
don't
think it was
even
like
know
it
if
wasn't
it
even. I think the season got canceled before the season.
I don't even think it had 20 episodes. Like it did not last long.
Yeah,
That's why I'm even having a hard time because obviously there's never been reruns of it. Like it was on when it was on, and then that was it.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering this from like teenage memory.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I think I remember what you're talking about. That shit it wasn't that great. There's so many renditions of Scooby Doo that aren't the best, but I mean, there are so many that are good too.
That are. Because they'll sweep the ones that aren't good under the rug and they'll just start over.
Yeah, it could have been My Friend Scooby Doo. I think you might be right.
Is that it?
I think it might
My
be
Friend Scooby Doo or something like that.
I think
it might be. It's been so long ago. I can tell you, I don't remember the name of it. But I know it if I seen it. I can tell you that. But
that is crazy.
Every franchise is gonna have their one thing where it's like, okay, we don't talk about that. Like he knows how big I am, video game wise, into Sonic the Hedgehog and the Sonic franchise. And for the most part, I've enjoyed every iteration of Sonic shows that have come out. Not Sonic Underground, but
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You enjoyed that one Sonic. No, you did not. That's little Sonic Boom shit. You did not enjoy that shit. Not that shit.
I said the Sonic Boom video game was trash. The Sonic Boom cartoon was fine.
That show was so oh my.
It was fine. I said fine.
I couldn't.
It was fine. The video game was trash.
I couldn't.
No,
I couldn't.
No, Sonic Boom.
Oh, Sonic.
I watched the show. I couldn't.
It was okay.
I couldn't.
It was fine.
It was not all that.
It was fine. The video game was hot garbage though.
Both of it was bad.
And there were two of them. They made two Sonic Boom video games.
I couldn't do it.
The first one had to sell something if they made two.
Of course, because it was a new Sonic game, so people bought it. But everybody said it was bad. Like nobody liked it. It was one of those things where it was like,
it's all good. I'm just gonna buy Sonic Frontiers next week. And
it's like, the other games. Like I heard that they tried to make some improvements on the second one, but I think people were so burned by the first one that they just were like, I don't trust you.
I mean, have you want to know about a bad game series? You ever seen Naruto Strikers or Boruto Strikers?
You think that game bad?
I don't.
The Shinobi Strikers?
Nobody plays that shit anymore. People played that shit for all of like 3 months and then it ended. Huh?
People playing it now.
Are you talking about Shinobi Strikers? Because it made a comeback.
Really?
There's people on TikTok still playing it right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
They are on it.
Yeah.
I never thought it was
right because they brought down the price on it, so it became pretty affordable for everybody to pretty much buy. And it's like they're still releasing content for it.
Oh wow! I ain't even know that.
Now they're making sure that game's alive until the new Naruto release.
Right. They're trying to keep it pushing. Shit. That's all they got.
Keep it pushing till that come around, and then everybody's gonna go to the new one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
mean, but that's what they're doing.
And then they're going to get the pre-time skip, and then they're going to add that character on there. Until then, I'm waiting on Demon Slayer to add more characters on there, so I can go ahead and my characters.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer game.
Right. You got them right. I'm still waiting on the ones.
It just feels like Generation. It just feels like Naruto, the Demon Slayer game.
No, I mean it's the same company.
Yeah,
it's made by the same people. It's not the same, but like
it's just a reskin.
I mean, there are different characteristics of it, but it's 100%. But it's definitely the same people who made.
You can see the similarities. Obviously.
The people who made the Naruto is definitely the same people who made Demon Slayer, and the people who made Naruto is the same people who made Kakarot.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I was like, yeah, the people who made Naruto Ultimate Storms is the same people who made Kakarot. You can tell by the same game style and the same cutscene and everything. Everything.
The new Naruto, the anime.
The new Naruto anime got pushed back. It was supposed to already be out.
It's only going to be for like 4 episodes or something anyway.
Yeah, it's only but it's supposed to be with like a new tone to the retelling of the old story. So it's like it's a retelling, but the tone of it's supposed to be different.
But yeah, I think I know
Which
y'all
is
killed what Boruto.
kind of like when they redid Full Metal Alchemist or when they redid Hunter x Hunter. You know, it's like it's the same story, but they're gonna tell it a little differently.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna hold you fellas. It is 10:20 and I gotta get up early for work tomorrow.
Yeah,
And I
it's
can't
like I
even
was
be on
telling you
here
when you
this
went
long.
away. I said normally we're over, but we always go a little overtime. So
That's valid. That's valid.
no, I'm just glad we were able to get this part B. People came through, vibed with us. We got some good content that we can push out there. Appreciate you coming through though. Like
Nah,
I
man,
said
this
we're
is
gonna make
fun.
sure because I'm like I've been waiting to chill with this man. I'm like we're gonna make this happen.
I know we've been
By
talking
the
about it
way,
since
I
DreamCon.
got a question. By the way, do you okay, so they have released My Hero Academia Royal Rumble. I don't know about you fellas, but that game is pretty heat. You hear me? And
I
it's
ain't heard
free.
of it.
And it's free. It is a battle arena battle royale game.
Really?
But you can play with the hero and villains, all that good stuff on there. I'm telling you, it's free. You can play
What
on
is it on?
PC, all platforms. Oh, I'll show you right now.
It's on PC. I gotta. What y'all boys
It's
be
on
playing?
PC.
I be on that PC game.
It's for free on all consoles right now.
I mean, what's the actual name of it? Like
My
that's the
Hero
thing.
Royal Rumble.
My
Oh, okay.
Hero Royal Rumble. Okay.
Okay.
With it.
Like it's an
I didn't
actual.
know y'all was, bro. Y'all PC gamers. What y'all be playing, man? We gotta get up on that.
See, look at this shit. Like it's an actual real battle royale type game that's been released to game, and you can play with different characters.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
It just dropped. Okay. I've
Yeah,
been too busy to
dropped.
even
You
look at
could be
video game news
Deadpool.
lately.
You could like literally Mountain Lady people. They're adding new villains on here too. Shigaraki. Everybody know my favorite Dobby, obviously.
That'd be crazy.
Hello. So like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would recommend y'all to if y'all want to look for something different to play for a little bit and stay off the tar fighting. I would recommend.
Of course.
I recommend that game.
I mean, you and I still got to run Turtles.
Yeah, we got
but
Turtles to deal with first. We got the DLC to deal with. We got to deal with the DLC Turtles and
Man, y'all gotta add me on Steam and all that, John, so we can get some games in.
Say less. Hey yo, I'd say less. You just gotta send me on DM right now, and I'll literally add you in 2.5 seconds. You ain't gotta tell me why.
All right,
You ain't gotta tell me why.
Right. But real quick, before you get your outro going, man, just I mean, obviously people know they can find you on here, but tell people where they can find you. You like your work, like, you know, how people can get in touch with you. Because I'm sure there's some people that like to get some photos taken.
Man, y'all can get in touch with me. Once again, I am Senpai.sb, man. Y'all can get in touch with me on all platforms. Everything is going to be Senpai.sb, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, X, I guess not Twitter, Threads, if people still even using that.
More people use it than they think. Because for so many people to go on and be like, do people still use this? It's like, yeah, apparently you do because you just jumped on it. But anyway, keep going ahead.
No, you valid. But yeah, y'all can follow me on all that. You know, support these guys over here. My boy Gerald, my boy Vocals, these some legends over here. Y'all support them as well, and I appreciate being on the show.
All right, bring us home, sir.
Oh, you want me to bring it home?
Always.
You want me to bring it? Oh, okay. I guess I'll bring it home. Hold on. Let me get my. All right, cool. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It is that time. I hate to say goodbye, but we gotta go fly high in the sky. That was lame. We'll leave that alone. But look here, though. I appreciate everybody for coming in, listening to the podcast. You already know we are the realest podcast that is going to be on all platforms. Don't worry. We are extending the platform longer, but right now, we on here and made it a special edition because we on freaking Instagram today. I wasn't expecting to be on Instagram. Here, though.
Hey, we got to get to
Hey,
go follow him on TikTok.
Especially get me on TikTok.
At the same time, make sure you go follow the podcast. It's real. Follow it on TikTok, and you can follow it on Instagram. We're trying to get into as much of following life as we can speak right now. I'm hearing you. As you know, as I'm your co-host, but we already know you're going to talk about me. We ain't trying to talk about me too much, all right? We know me. We know me. We chilling. We know who I am. But we got the king of the host and Mr. TMD, the mighty dynasty bitches. I mean, like, come on, though. Like, you got to give him props for that. Like, let's just give him props. He's the one with the nasal go trying $1 million. I ain't even hit 1 million views yet. I'm still trying, but it's all good. But we have the host, but we have the special guest, The man who takes the pictures to make sure your dream come to life. He makes it look like Walt Disney looks jealous. He makes it look like the girls want more pictures of him. My man always rub his hand like Birdman to make the money fall down in his hand, you heard?
Yes, sir.
And you know when he takes the pictures, he's gonna make you look good. Mr. Senpai himself, everybody.
Yes,
and
sir.
I appreciate him for coming by. Because if he never came by, hey, we don't even know who he's gonna be. You, whoever, anybody can be in this chair if you know how to act right, all right? Let's just be a band. Not here, come on, let's just keep it a band. But as you can see, I'm your co-host, Mr. Vocals. Thank you for joining the podcast, is real. And I appreciate you guys for rocking with us tonight. And then tune in to next week, 7 o'clock p.m. Central. We're going to get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. You have a good night.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.